sweet the time that saved the race like me.
Bang, bang, bang.
Was the last, but now in the fight.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Trust grace that taught my heart to feel, embrace my free release. Our faith shows that for grace the hour I first believed might change that, but I've been set free. My God, my Savior.
Bang, bang, bang.
And the light that falls in my way. I need you, Lord. Amazing grace. The Lord has promised His word, my hope security. Have you my shell and be part as long as the light and glory might change our
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Bang, bang, bang.
One time here first day today, girl. Morning, Miss Santa Cruz. Ucham John, good morning. Palroop, good morning. Wendy Ann, Roger, Carmen, Janelle.
Bang, bang, bang.
Your Brady Punch. Rajendra Maraj. Kabul. Mickie Thunderboom.
I need you, Lord.
Ah, Mickie Thunderboom, you're asking. Are you on Gael? No, my brother. We are not. Always remember in life.
To save like you.
Always remember in life when one door open or when one door close, many days open. So don't worry, man. And you are here or with us.
Save the race like
With time, by time, all is possible. Remember that.
was the last, but
Bang, bang, bang.
just love, but now how sweet
Will, courage, persistence.
that taught my heart to feel, embrace my
And what you want, you're gonna get.
really
You want TV? You'll get that, don't worry. You want radio? You'll get that, don't worry.
shows that
You want us? And you're getting that? And we on? So don't worry.
Bang, bang, bang.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Yeah. Natasha say, Andy, I like that mischievous smile, like something great cooking. Now what's great is that you are on Munsami, Natasha, look, Matilda, Primraj, Jesse, all of you are, and we are here. We left to see you next day. Miss Road broke all of everybody, don't worry. Atmosphere style is life, hope, courage, will, belief. In all what it is you all want, all what it is we will want, that will happen eventually. That's that smile, Natasha, okay? Now I don't see the lighting and all fix back, eh? I don't say properly change it. Fix back, you say, see me bright now, eh? Watch. I'm bright in the background. Oh boy, let me continue on you, Brady Bunch. Good morning. Nathaniel, good morning to you. Pingala, the most morning, most of you all still remain locked on anyhow. What do you worry about? Everything gonna be alright, it's just a matter of time, okay? Sukai, good morning to you, Jacqueline Sami. Alan Hercules, good morning, baby. Rampasan, and I must say a pleasant good morning to my baby. And Miss Balmain, Teacher Balmain, the whole Balmain clip video, everybody. All Van Kloof, all of you. Wonderful, wonderful ladies. Good morning to you all.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Good morning. Ali Fadi Mohammed, a pleasant good morning. Desmond Hines. Hey, the Hulk. Pleasant good morning to you. Darren Daniel, man. Good morning, my brother. He's a hard working brother, you know. I can't forget here at all, eh? Hey, Rick, good morning to you. Hey, Balupa, good morning. Fufu, good morning. Pamela Palo, good morning. Now we're in higher again. Hey, Dave and Deborah, pleasant good morning.
I need you, Lord.
All right.
I will embrace.
Call me after the program, my brother.
Bang, bang, bang.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Why ain't gonna lie, you know, you? You know what this feels sometimes? Oh God, boy, we fighting before the PNM. When the PNM was in power. And it's like we still had a fight because like the PNM zombie still around, boy. Ah, they heavy, you know. Yeah, boy, they heavy. I don't know why. But we had to keep the fight. We had to keep that fight. Yeah, no, but they're heavy. Them still are, them gone, you know, but they're still there, boy. They're just real heavy, and we just have to get ourselves light. Don't be discouraged. I know that everything will be alright. Everything already started to be alright. Everything was alright from the day our government win the elections. A lot of things. But oh God, boy. Sometimes it's like it's what you weight off your back one time. But sometimes in life, weight don't ever come off your back one time. Some people is burst, some people is stay calm, stay cool, some people is understand. I like Mr. Carnage. Mr. Carnage can't say it better. But the DPNM zombie still around. We had to finish, at least we had to, might take we a year or so to actually take them out, boy. The heavy was it having a mainstream media, well, a mainstream media they with them this so. Oh God! Whoa!
Bang, bang, bang.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Boy Pitbull depressed. Because I don't like to lose. Especially when fighting for writing. I don't like to lose. You old boy when we all lose our a lot of radio listeners. It really hurt. always bank and I know eventually it will come back. And then that unexpected blow with the guy all day, boy. Say wow, boy. Say wow, boy. I don't like to lose. And in order to have a program with you all, I must be me. Must be me. Hey, Father Brown, good morning. Pastor Bahari, good morning. Hey, son of God, in Jesus, good morning to you. Hey, Darren Mohan. Hey, Counselor. Vega the Europe, a pleasant good morning to you. Your brother Den, for all of you, a pleasant good morning to you. Neely Silva, Valencia West, a pleasant good morning to you. And your lovely wife. All of you, a pleasant good morning to you. Mubarak, Anthony. Hey, all of this still here, man. That is good, eh? All ain't giving up on all the number one program at all, eh? Very good, very good. Nadira, good morning to you. Angeliswa, what's up? Naz, Ali, and Mr. Ali, good morning to you all. Bernadette, Narish, Mentor, and Brown here. And Brown always will be here. Hey, so Reggie saying good morning. A freezer, D. Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you, Frida. With God, by God, all things are possible. And I know all wife always been praying for it to happen. Will happen. It's just a matter of time. And what I always had prayed for, you see this set of our soldiers that was lost because some of them don't have internet, some don't have no cable TV. You know? I've always prayed long before PNM lose the election that we get back those radio people, boy. And we will, right? We will. I believe so, and I'll always keep my belief. With time, by time, all is possible. Job, not so Jesse. Raha, good morning to you. Sukal, good morning, eh? Vika Balkaran, oh boy, all of you are here. Very good, very good. Well, they make the Pitbull feel good. Jason Mitchell, eh? Danish. Hey, Passar, all of you are pleasant in the morning, eh? Roger, good morning, man. Anthony. Mubarak. Valerie Bowen, good morning. How are you? Joyce, good morning. Maki Thunderboom, you still want to live better. With time, you'll get through, but I don't think you'll get through all in nobody. You want a government contract. You are UNC board appointment. You are Silk. You are AGC house. For you to live better. Don't worry, keep your faith like me. Right? I ain't think you'll get all of that because God said don't be greedy too. And yes, I will. Somebody had just passed, they say, Andy, keep the faith. Stay strong. Angela! No, I always was strong. Hence the reason why I always with you all. I've passed through the worst and I've passed through the best in life. man. I always say strong. So, but thanks for the encouragement. Oh, Basio Bahari. So you also Farmer Ken Farmer on Facebook. Where me ain't seen on Facebook. Check Facebook. I on Facebook there. Wait, tell them about. We not on Facebook. Nah, don't tell me that. I done lost my guy already. No money. People need money. Lost Facebook too much? Nah, let me check it. We're shaking me there or you're shaking my part. Facebook here, man, wait tell them about. You never find no one say about, oh God, boy. Say like the PLM zombies real strong, boy. Facebook on too. What you doing, man? Are you watching me here? You don't have 31 shares, 300 and something comments, 1,000 views so far. What you tell them about? You fight me there, yes, I know, and say, well, boy, we going on Facebook. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Yes, I will our God.
Nice.
Andy, good morning. This is Tobago. I want to know what THA is doing. Why they have no dentist in Bacalet Health Center? Eh? That one dentist and the dentist stay home yesterday and nobody ain't getting no teeth take out. What going on? Let Fally and them do something, man. Let us send a doctor in the health center. Please. Thank you. Have a nice day, Gone Report. Andy, good morning. This is Tobago. I want to know what THA is doing. Why they have no dentist in Bacalet Health Center? Eh? That one dentist and the dentist stay home yesterday and nobody ain't getting no teeth take out. What going on? Let Fally and them do something, man. Let us send a doctor in the health center. Please. Thank you. Have a nice day, Gone Report.
Mother Bunny, give me a call now. Mother Bunny, give me a call.
Yes, good morning, Andy. So, in terms of that whole Wi-Fi issue in the hospital, as far as I'm aware and as far as I know, persons get free Wi-Fi in the accident and emergency departments and like the clinical area. Where you're going to clinic, like you get discharged and you're going to clinics, yeah, you will get Wi-Fi there. But as far as the wards is concerned, Andy, if it is you are warded and you're on the ward setting, you need to unplug, right? The last thing that you need to be doing is being on your phone, right? Too much people in this country are addicted to this modern technology, right? Sometimes from the time they get up in the morning, they don't say their prayers, they don't wipe their eye, they don't pick up their phone and they hunched over it, right? Once you reach to the ward setting is a place that you need to be quiet, you need to be considerate of other persons. That is a time where the last thing that should be on your mind is modern technology. You need to focus on your health, you need to focus on healing, you need to focus on resting. Sometimes some people not even going in the bed early enough, right? They're spending sometimes all 1, 2 o'clock, they're on the phone, they ain't getting enough rest and sleep. The ward setting is a place and time to be quiet, right? Doctors passing around patients who might be very sensitive, to noise and all this kind of thing, right? You have to be able to unplug, rest, recuperate, pray. Right? It is not needed. I said too many times people like to complain in this life about minor and trivial things. So you're telling me if it is you end up on the wall, so you can unplug from modern technology for at least a little 2-3 days. If it is you need any type of call or these things like that, once you ask the nurses, they will call the CSR. and they will come and they will make a call for you. Calls can be placed to your relatives as well. So it's not to say like if, oh my God, if it is you and have Wi-Fi, you can't get in contact with your family. No, that is not the case. The ward setting have to be quiet, and that is why no Wi-Fi is allowed on the wards.
Wow, the way she talk there, that was saying. As a man of great humility, the way she talk there, she talk like a nurse. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I try for the words and them anyway, but she comes strong, eh? With a great point, eh? So let me leave that up to the government and administration when it is they go choose to give access on the walls and all the wards and them things, boy. Oh God. She's a serious woman, boy. Hey! Someone say Wi-Fi man want to make your wife. That's why you want Wi-Fi. Only whoa, oh Lord. Bernard say caller agree with you 100%. So Bernard agree with your caller. When you put on that argument like that, the Pitbull just had a jot back, yes? Wi-Fi man was in the corner, but right now I'm midway, yes? I'm midway. Oh boy, something I did see. Oh, I want to see a celebrate go on at least put me input there. Don't be like that, Atali. Kato. Ali Kato tell the man from Tobago, oh, Mother Bunny, call me there. The man from Tobago, the man just say, put just get the dentist them there so people can go to the teeth. Ali Kato say, they have private dentists in Tobago, go there. Oh God. Remember be pay me money for the healthcare system. If the gentleman had the money to go to the private dentist, he'd have done go even to call and call. Remember, most people wouldn't call and call about the hospitals if they know they're capable of handling the stories at the hospitals, at the private hospitals. So people who just call and complain about various things is people who know, well, that is their avenue. Just like the boss man. Just like, everybody, eh? So God, oh God, that ain't good, Kato. Don't tell him, man, it's a private dentist in Tobago, go there. Give me money now. Let me back him up a little bit. Well, give me damn money, no problem. Kato, let me try to get the man number and get the Tobago man the money to go private. If he ain't want him complain. Right, so I back him up there. Chavadane so that man say the Wi-Fi man want Wi-Fi to Mako wife. So what to that? The man love his wife and the man making sure he ain't cutting track for Guti to run. One for that. The man right, he ain't cutting track for Guti to run. So you want Wi-Fi to Mako? You have to see cameras. Hey, one for that. Chavada now say the world is not an internet cafe. Oh Lord. Or they just leave them people, MS. Work hard. When Sammy say go bar. Work hard. She say who dare and leave her in charge of people's morality. With us troops. I like how roadblockers defend people who like the carnival and the pan, and at the end of the day, that people like certain things, that people with certain things. And everybody morality, and if that is how some people, that is what Munsami is trying to say there in a way, which she's also correct too. Not everybody believes as others. Son of God in Jesus Christ, to Tobago Pastor Fally, we know you're hearing. Give a press conference on why no dentist at all in Tobago. Don't be hiding you. You in charge over there. Man, I think it's the gentleman say Bacalet. Remember, you will have various health offices in Tobago. So, let me know you get on there, you want press conference like if they don't want no dentist operating the whole of Tobago. The man complained about the dentist, obviously, within the area he from. Right? So, son of God, don't be on that. Don't be on that. Because somebody say, nah, man, that big man, oh, God. Well, you know when teeth hurting, big man just cry. So, if the man crying for his teeth, don't be like that, Ole. Don't be like that. Oh, God, man. I come here this morning for to make sure they chop the Pitbull. Only know the Pitbull don't like to lose. And I feel like I'm owning when we lost, we got a leaf, you know. All day on the bacchanal. What happened? Wow, let's get another term in Jamaica. So the government of Jamaica remain in power. Just like the same thing when we get the next general elections next 5 years. Our honorable Kamala Prasad says we're going to win again. Right, so we don't want to be it. PNM dead. And then we, as I say, I always keep hopes to get back with radio people and all these various things to make sure we keep PNM dead for good. How the hell we go organize and we take out a man out the wicket and then make sure he ain't practicing or training to come back to bat to make a century again? Eh? No. I gotta make all of us before we go to Jamaica. We gotta make sure PNM no more. They must never resurrect dead. This country need about 20 years without the PNM. After that 20 years, we're gonna see a different trend and Tobago. Will I agree? Or they gonna let me know? Anthony say, yes, Andy, not everyone have money for things like that. You are correct. So that's why we really can't complain on people who complain about the things where that is their needs. Selwyn, but he say, Andy, not everyone has money to go to a private dentist. The system has some things to provide for people. This country should have been much better than how it is, but he is a PNM who help to forget you. Nah, the man, at the end of the day, not because somebody's complaining about something, it means there's a PNM. So don't be like that. Right? Don't be like that. The person complaining about dental, that don't mean that there's a PNM, right? All right. Hey, go ahead, Beulah. Morning to you.
Andy, I am so upset with you, eh?
I know that you always do, but I not. You always keep the love, though.
No, you had me 12 minutes on hold.
Oh God, do you see?
12 minutes, I could have been doing things. You had me on hold, and you just keep talking, and you have your earphone on, and I keep saying hello, and it's like I don't know if you're ignoring me, and you just choose your people who to call. Because this is supposed to be an open forum for everybody to call in.
And you are so correct, Beulah. Really and truly, it's not that I was hearing you.
And this is the second time, and the third time I would lock up all you permanently. Because I realize and I read in between the lines with you now, you know. I am so upset.
That is nothing, man. But if your belief is that, but I honestly, I is a true believer of Almighty God. And forget on the phone. That many times I forget Moon Sammy on the phone too. I said, play me call you and say I forget them on the phone. Swear to God. But again, if you believe that I doing you that for spite, no problem. But go ahead and make a contribution.
I had nothing to really say again because the nurse calling and she said exactly what I want to say. Because the hospital is not a cafe that you could go and get your internet. When you go in there, you're going for sickness, disease, you're going there to rest, you're going for a number of things. Accidents and emergency, yes, I can understand the Wi-Fi there. Certain places in the hospital may you're awarded in a ward.
Wait, before you
to
go,
a ward.
I know you're talking about the water thing and you'll continue it, right? But I get a really smile because I really depressed today. Said yesterday depressed. But next say if I can send one of your cat for me, I go remember. So send a cat for me now, so I go that will help me to remember whenever you're on the phone there, so I wouldn't forget you on the phone because I forgot many other people too on the phone. So send one of your cat for me, right? And I go sure I go remember.
Right, I can send a picture so I can go watch it.
All right, go ahead with your word, Julia. Go ahead with your word.
Yeah. And short and sweet, yes. And what did I assume that she's a nurse because she talked very professional and she talked 100% correct. Because when you're in the ward, the doctors is be passing around to check on you. You go get me. I find lazy people where you take the hospital house or what? The hospital is not your home. The hospital, what you're going in there for in the first place, is for the doctors to take care of you, for peace and for quiet, a time of prayer, so that all your reports will come back good. Right? You go, they complaining about Wi-Fi in the wards, you're fast and out of place. Well, lie down home there and pay a doctor to come at your house. You will have Wi-Fi, everything, your food, everything, and you're getting your. The stuff is different. No one will take Wi-Fi in a hospital room where they're taking care of you, and you go tell me if you're going for an operation, you want Wi-Fi inside the operating theater? You had to be crazy, man. There is a time you have to respect certain institution. Right? You can't demand that until the boss man, you videotape something the other day that Andy put up. I don't know what it is you videotape there. Why all you didn't do that 9.5 years when PNM was in power? All you bullface and all you like to demand. All you want this, all you want that. The next one call, he want what? If I have no dentist in the health center. Well, if you don't have no dentist in the health center, sir, all them years you're working, take some of the money, $250 to extract a tooth. Because I just go buy a very good dentist for my mouth. And I just save my money when I have to go buy she because she's very expensive and she have healing hands. Right? She's a very good dentist. Why all you can't do that? All them years is wasted years that all your work and all you have. All you always depending on the health centers. Why didn't call Rowley and call the Minister of Health, that nasty man and complain about all them things? Why are you complaining now for? And last thing before I go, Andy, when the parliament starting back?
I'm not too sure, but I think it might be Friday here. If not, it'll be next week Friday, but I think it's supposed to be Friday here. Not too sure. Somebody will let us know. We're not sure when the budget will read it, but I believe it might be next 2 weeks or it might be early October.
Right. So again, I want to say that wow, 1,000% correct. What the lady just called and talk about the hospital. She is so damn right. She is. There's a place of recovery, not to be on your internet. Right? She is so damn right. And the health center, well, if they don't have no dentist there, go and pay and get it done privately. I'm not working. I'm not working. I just do my little house call and thing. And that is what I need money for. I put that aside for to do certain things. Right? All them years, these people calling in and they want this and they want handout and they want out. What you call all them years, Pam? pass by wasted years. You don't have $1. Sometimes I just run low, but I don't run out, and I don't go and ask this one and ask that one. I wait till I do a client here, I get that money, I put it aside to do what I have to do for myself. I do not call and demand. No. Let them do it 9.5 years. Or you get all your priorities correct. And tell a boss man, if you have a problem with all the bosses now for 4 months, take a taxi or take a maxi and go your destination. That's my thing. Thanks, D.
Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
Well, partner, I was calling Mother Bernie to find out where we will call she a bit. So you hear that, eh? Organize and pay you $250 wherever you could get it, and go and pull out your teeth. Boss man, you hear for yourself too, boy. If you have a problem with bus, take a taxi. Hey, Wi-Fi man, you hear that, eh? You know, Wi-Fi, when you think, don't go into a hospital, stay home one day and let a private doctor come to your bedroom or something if you have Wi-Fi, eh? Or then you'll be gonna talk, you know. Do that mean business? Yeah, she gonna run low, but she don't run dry. But let me hear what the people that was to say. We have them, letting them know what time it is. All right, so the lady with the hospital, let me hear what they say.
Yes, good morning, Andy. So in terms of that whole Wi-Fi issue in the hospital, as far as I'm aware and as far as I know, persons get free Wi-Fi in the accident and emergency departments and like the clinical area. Where like where you're going to clinic, like you get discharged and you're going to clinics, yeah, you will get Wi-Fi there. But as far as the wards is concerned, Andy, if it is you are warded and you're on the ward setting, you need to unplug, right? The last thing that you need to be doing is being on your phone, right? Too much people in this country are addicted to this modern technology, right? Sometimes from the time they get up in the morning, they don't say their prayers, they don't wipe their eye, they don't pick up their phone and they hunched over it, right? Once you reach to the ward setting is a place that you need to be quiet, you need to be considerate of other persons. That is a time where the last thing that should be on your mind is modern technology. You need to focus on your health, you need to focus on healing, you need to focus on resting. Sometimes some people not even going in the bed early enough. Right, they're spending sometimes all 1, 2 o'clock they're on the phone, they ain't getting enough rest and sleep. The ward setting is a place and time to be quiet, right? Doctors passing around patients who might be very sensitive, you know, to noise and all this kind of thing, right? You have to be able to unplug, rest, recuperate, pray. Right? It is not needed. I said too many times people like to complain in this life about minor and trivial things. So you're telling me if it is you end up on the ward so you can unplug from modern technology for at least a little 2-3 days. If it is you need any type of call or these things like that, once you ask the nurses, they will call the CSR. And they will come and they will make a call for you. Calls can be placed to your relatives as well. So it's not to say like if, oh my God, if it is you and have Wi-Fi, you can't get in contact with your family. No, that is not the case. The ward setting have to be quiet, and that is why no Wi-Fi is allowed on the wards.
Annie, good morning. This is Tobago. I want to know what THA is doing. Why they have no dentist in Bacalet Health Center? Eh? That one dentist and the dentist stay home yesterday and nobody ain't getting no teeth take out. What going on? Let Fali and them do something, man. Let us send a doctor in the health center. Please. Thank you. Have a nice day. Go report.
Well, Bula say, get 250 and pull out your teeth in no partner. Yeah, Bula done say what she had to say there already. What do you want me to tell all you? Oh boy. I think the hospitals and them are there to provide the service to people and the health offices and things, you know. But you know, everybody had their opinion and all they heard about Beulah's own.
Yes, Sunday morning we win PP confirm for our finale. Anyway, I never get no call, no nothing concerning this thing. It is getting worse. And if you see it, and school going and open Monday, but after this voice note, I have nothing to call and say about that because nobody never contact me to ask nothing, to say nothing, to come in and do nothing. And they all know me. The coordinator for down here, Zachary or Zakura, whatever he is, I campaign with he on that UNC ticket. He know me very well. I heard Mr. Karnak say he's the coordinator for the West. Well, he have no number, no office, and nobody have no contact to get in contact with he. I don't business with that anymore because it have nothing like that in Guyana that end gun fix going on 2 years. And yes, we win. Second term. Very good.
Wow, boy, Magani's friend and all, like she and all hot this morning, boy. Oh, God. Hey. Why all they hot this, so?
The PNM in Guyana get rain, get licks like rain. Guyanese not stupid like some of the Trinidadians here.
Oh, God.
PPPC is People Progressive. PPPC mean People Progressive. PPPC mean People Civic. That is the meaning of PPPC. PPPC mean People Progressive. And he and her no mind or nothing. He's a big thief like Rowley. He smuggled millions and billions of dollars in gold out of Guyana. He is sanctioned by the US. He's a big thief.
Okay.
We know nothing, but he winning nothing. PPP Civic is always a party that stand alone, was never a coalition. They have to collate to move that. That is a powerhouse. Always stand alone, was never collated with nobody. PPPC always stand alone. Mohammed is a big thief, like Rowley. He is sanctioned. Trump going for he just now as soon as they come for Rowley.
Okay.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Oh, boy. Some people right here, I ain't gonna. We all the people, man from Tobago, take a plane or a boat, come Trinidad to go by your dentist for $250 to take out teeth. Because between me and you, will yeah, it has dentists will take out them for that money, but I don't think that's the right price. I think it is be more money than that to extract a teeth. I really think so. So you can maybe have an idea where your dentist is that extracting a teeth for 250. That'd be good. And how much they full in a teeth for, like a hole in a teeth? I wish they tell me like $200, 150, 200 to full a hole in a teeth. I have too small hole to full day. So I lay 150 a teeth there, I lay 300, I could try to see what I can make up that money there. But I know the full hole is your kind of 300, 350, 400. Extraction, this be, I can't remember extraction being 250, you know, Beulah. I don't know, boy. So please, tell me where your dentist is, girl. Because I doubt in Tobago, them dentists extracting teeth for 250. And then you well buff up the man, telling the man about, oh Lord, anyhow, I out of that. Wow. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Ann, morning. How you doing?
Hi there. You go ahead, man. I just depressed a little, but alive
but I want
and
to
well.
Okay, thank God for that, and thank God a million for that. And I want to say something. I want to say to Abdi. I go after the program, answer me now.
All right.
I don't get no trouble and things. So let me talk about off the air with you now for 2 minutes, right?
All right. After the program, call me the back, darling.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thank God. Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you very much. Yeah.
All right. Oh boy, what somebody say there, boy? Beulah top the cake this morning and they're laughing, Nadira. She steal the program, yes? Yeah. They say Beulah top the cake this morning. They say Beulah steal the program. I really never heard that, but if Beulah says so. And over weekday, I can't answer back Beulah this morning, man. So
Yeah, Andy.
Go ahead, go ahead, Beulah.
Yeah, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, correction there. Well, I know as time goes by, the prices go up. But when I extract my wisdom teeth, it was $250
That year,
by Dr. Bostic.
But I really years back.
Yeah.
That is some years back.
Yeah.
It's
So,
not a price
I don't
again.
know.
It's not a price again at all. The extract a teeth, 250. Boy, nah.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not a
so
price.
I don't know. Well, I don't know the prices now, but I know the clean teeth and thing now is 500, 400 because I just clean my teeth and thing and Yeah, so correction there. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But at the same time
So you will apologize to the baby and let him know, well, at least let Mother Bunny know,
Yes,
well,
yeah.
let them bring the doctor there.
Yeah, well, correction, yes. So the price is, but I think in some places still, and like rural areas and thing where it would have dentist renting places and thing, they would have it, like about 300, 250 and thing, maybe catering for the poor people too who can't afford to extract a tooth and thing, But, I don't know, but I did extract my wisdom teeth for $250, and that was some years ago. So as with everything going up and thing, yeah. And clean teeth and thing is $400 to $500 depending on the condition of your teeth. And well, all them other implants and all them thing is thousands we're talking about. But a simple thing like removing a teeth, I think the price might be about $400 to $350. I don't know.
But
But
root
anyway,
canal and all going up. Root canal and all going up to do a root canal is all kind of, you might get it for 3,000, 3,000, 3,500, 4,005 to do root canal and thing, boy.
Right.
To crown a teeth.
Yeah.
To crown a teeth, the crown is all kind of 2,000, 3,000 just the crown after you do a thing, boy.
Well,
Dental thing real expensive. Real expensive.
Right,
now.
because and I know a guy, well, I know him personally. He is a dentist and he have two places, and he willing to give me, a good price to see about my teeth because I have to do something else with my teeth. So he giving me a good price. He said, because Beulah, I know you, you're a nice person, you're a good person, because I used to cut his hair where I used to work before. And so, you know, and
Right, but remember,
I
Tobago don't know nobody that will say, Tobago, I know you for years, they used to do my day, so whatever, and I go pull out that teeth, or I go deal with the teeth for 2 something, 300 and thing. It was that for him.
Right, and I reading all them comments there, and people who disagreeing with me, according to what you just said, let them dish out some money and give it to the Tobagonian to go and fix his teeth. Yeah, no, I'm watching it, yeah, you're correct, Andy. Dish out some money and give it to the guy and let him go and fix his teeth. Because they know all the prices and they know I wrong. But since all you know I wrong and all you know the price of teeth and thing, I guess you all have money. Go and help the man. Don't comment on me and tell me I this and I that and I the other. All you pass and out of place, man. With them comments I reading here. And I agree with Andy. Get the money and go and give it to the guy and let him fix his teeth. All you disagree with me, you have to disagree to agree, man. It's all about love. I love all you. I love all you. I'm God.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Oh, God, hey. Hey. I'm really reading all the comments. Why she? Oh, God, hey. You're reading all what they're saying there. You're not turning the game on all the yes. You're not saying, well, they get the money to make the money, then you're going to fix it. Then you're going to fix it today, boy. You're not changing the game on all the boy. Hey, oh, God, my belly, you're 10 minutes, boy. Lennox Smith, good morning. Oh, God, boy. Hey, you're done, I don't think I rest there, boy. Beulah change the whole game on them there, boy.
You're consumed by the hilariousness of the moment. All right. Yes. Pleasant good morning to all and sundry, East, West, South, Central, our friends in Tobago. Yes, our friends in Tobago and wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web. Pleasant good day to you. All of this dentistry talk, and if I glean from it properly, I know for a fact that all these services are really much more expensive in Tobago. And that is for obvious reasons. Most of the things land here in Trinidad, and they have to pay extra, of course, to take it across to Tobago. Tobago does not have the size of population nor the economic or economy that would, of course, sustain a sort of individual, compared to Trinidad, of course, a sort of individual business opportunity for importers and exporters, etc., etc. What we have, of course, is a very efficient and subsidized transportation link between Trinidad and Tobago, both air and freight, and of course passengers, and therefore it will be much more economical to come to Trinidad and then, of course, send the items to Tobago. But in the process, that would, of course, create further cost to the Tobagonians. And that is why it is often said that the cost of living in Tobago is much higher than that of Trinidad and Tobago because of the separation by water. Or some people say because we are united by water. So whichever way, the fact is that it's much more costly. All right.
Yes.
Any item you want me to address at this
Yeah,
time?
let me hear where in the head, like, boy, Beulah give me requests. Beulah come very no, she come very serious, you know.
As well.
Boy, Beulah
But
come.
she wants to send you a picture of her cat.
Yeah. I wait till the picture of the cat that she gave me.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you
boy.
have to imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't get.
Beulah take the show. Lennox, I ain't gonna lie. Beulah take the show. Beulah come out bad. Hit. Where the money? You ain't save your money. Hey, go fix your teeth. 250 for that teeth. The extract. No, no, be like home there, she big screen there. She start to watch all the comments there with everybody there. Then she know where's the price now. To really thing with teeth. Yeah, yeah, but I really extract it with 250. You know I used to deal with man. So they charge me 250. Bula turn the whole game. When she start to read out where everybody understand where she there. Bula say, why would I go and give the man? Give the man the money where the man go extract it. Bula change on the whole game on them, boy. Boy, where's the headlines, boy? What is the headliners, Yadi?
All right, maybe several of them. Some very familiar, some new, but nonetheless, it's headlines. Of course, criminologists, PM, may have been misled about U.S. strike. I suppose it is in concert or attempting to suggest a different narrative, because in Venezuela, I think is the Minister of Information there that said that was a IT doctored, or should I say a AI doctored video that showed the blowing up of that vessel by the Americans, to which Donald Trump referred as far as the military assets in the Caribbean and the action that would have been taken against shipment of drugs that said was either heading for Trinidad or some other island or directly to the United States. But
all right, so you are saying that the Venezuelan, the Venezuelan authorities denied the Trump administration blowing up a boat with drugs within the waters of the Caribbean waters here. They're saying that is AI doctor. So they answer back that too. Well, he chopped he want the man to show him the even if it's
AI, but my personal view, and that's my personal view, is that that is wishful thinking, and they're trying, of course, to minimize a very serious situation, and maybe because, of course, with that, it is reported that Maduro has said that not only President Trump might have been misled by his Secretary of State, but he Maduro is prepared to compromise, to soften things. And of course, we know, we have heard that before. He did that with Biden. He did that with even Trump. And when he gets his way, he then, of course, renege on what was agreed upon, like in the case of having free and fair and an election process that would be not tainted. And then, of course, when he got his way and he realized that the Biden administration was prepared to do its part, and he having, of course, done part of what was agreed upon, release some of the prisoners that would have been from the United States, from his prison, he then, of course, orchestrated an election process that clearly, up to today, the majority of the people and the opposition in particular in Venezuela have said was, of course, rigged. So we have that development. So I'm sure that the Trump administration would not have, of course, bought into that, saying that, suggesting that somehow Trump has blood on his hands, etc. But they had made their policy very clear that these narcotic cartels are deemed to be terrorist organizations and a threat to the security of the United States, and therefore, all right, this is the result. Voters complain about a slow process at Jamaican polls. Well, you know, yesterday they had theirs, the 3rd, and of course, Guyana had theirs on the 1st, and there is this complaint about.
So the two governments win back their seats, win back their positions. So Jamaica always win back, and Guyana, Irvin Ali win back. They both win back their positions.
PPP and Wholeness in Jamaica. All right.
Yeah, they win back. They win back.
Okay, good.
And we did get a message from our, I don't know if you heard that, from our Ghanese friend Granny's friend. Listen to her here. Listen to her. She sent a message. She just follow up and she gonna despite although she's a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, despite what she is a citizen, she have her kids wherever here, you know. But good
yeah,
woman.
you're not complaining about the regional coordinator, the Minister of Transport now. That is appears
But let me play a sheet for who then here.
She's concerned delinquent, yeah.
Yeah, let me play a sheet for who
I
then here.
I see only part of my face on the screen, eh?
Hey, Mikey. His thing like yeah. Shoot a call by time. Let me.
So you notice I have a very efficient monitoring system now.
Yeah. But meanwhile, I playing this here, just shoot a call to Mikey then, please.
All right, will do.
Yes, Sunday morning we win. PP confirm for our finale. Anyway, I never get no call, no nothing concern. Yes, Sunday morning we win. PP confirm for our finale. Anyway, I never get no call, no nothing concerning this thing. It is getting worse. And you can see it. And school going and open Monday. But after this voice note, I have nothing to call and say about that because nobody never contact me to ask nothing, to say nothing, to come in and do nothing. And they all know me. The coordinator for down here, Zachary or Zakura, whatever he is, I campaign with he on that UNC ticket. He know me very well. I heard Mr. Karnak say he's the coordinator for the West. Well, he have no number, no office, and nobody have no contact to get in contact with he. I don't business with that anymore because it have nothing like that in Guyana that end gun fix going on 2 years. And yes, we win. Second, and he and her no mind or nothing. He's a big thief like Rowley. He smuggled millions and billions of dollars in gold out of Guyana. He is sanctioned by the US. He's a big thief. We know nothing, but he winning nothing. PPP Civic is always a party that stand alone, was never a coalition. They have to collate to move that. That is a powerhouse. Always stand alone, was never collated with nobody. PPPC always stand alone. Mohammed is a big thief, like Rowley. He is sanctioned. Trump going for he just now as soon as they come for Rowley.
Oh Lord. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy, before it continue to touch there, let me just finish off some of those quick. And next one here, they quick. Oh boy.
Good morning to the report. Good morning to each and everyone. And I find the Wi-Fi is a very, very good idea because when you check it and you go to them hospitals, you go on in the morning and you ain't come out on there until after 12 or what o'clock you're there because you have to go and the Lord bring these rules that you go according to the emergency. And the stating out what is the emergency for them. So if you come with a belly pain, you have to stay there with a belly pain until wherever you have no emergency. So emergency will come and meet you there, you're still waiting. It's also very good, right inside of there, you sit down and you're waiting. You might have a teenager or somebody or a child or somebody or you for yourself. You're sitting down and you're going. So you even want to call someone right in the hospital, they discharge you, you can call it off once to come and pick you up and all these things like that. It's a very good idea for the country and at the end of the day, it's the country they're doing it for. It's nothing like nobody coming to don't come to line. People don't come to line by hospital. The security and them don't allow them things. I could say for them on the side, they do not allow these things, which is deep south. Deep south, Point 14 side, Lubbock side, and environs. They don't allow this liming thing by no health center or no hospital. I don't ever see that. So I could vouch about that. But it's a very good idea to have Wi-Fi for people to use. They don't always have a television in a health center or a hospital. And if they do have any, is what them put on for you to watch. And it's nothing that really interesting and it doesn't have here volume, nothing like that. So we think you could go on your phone and you can please your own self and you're waiting. By the time you do check yourself, you ain't even study the time how long you did until they call you and they get out of you. So it's a very good idea. So we don't want to shut off and they find that not a good idea for the citizens. Think about the citizens. Think about the citizens. At the end of the day, the citizens also are counted in the country. They are part because them is part that voted for the government. So I agree with you, I5.
Right. Gloria Escala. You said she know about her friend Ali situation by US. No, she is a supporter of of Mr. Ali. She's talking about Mr. Mohammed. Remember, our friend Ali. She's talking about the young boy, the young rich boy, with a gold mine and all those things. That's what she's talking about. So she and saying that he and his father, because I don't know hear the news, but he and his father is on the list with US with exporting Ghana's gold and not paying the government the money and thing now. So Gloria, you correct yourself on that aspect there, right? Regarding his friend supports the party that win, which is Mr. Ali them. The Mohammed, I don't know unless if Mohammed name our friend. I know.
From report, morning again, calling from deep south, deep south. This is how the human are the wicked and they don't want to change. Not that they ain't changing, they don't want to change. Because they have so much of hate and racialness in the heart. So they don't want to change. So they will try it all how to try to make Auntie Kamala look very bad, to bring she down, to make she fall. Because they don't even want good for themselves. If they want good for themselves, they would have never be thinking wickedness in the heart. You understand? Because really and truly, as your brother say, when they go in the hospital, yes, it's a lot of people lying down on the ground. They have no bed, all on the corridor. Man bawling for pain, and they was very comfortable with it. You understand? They're very, very comfortable with it. So and they go there and get medicine and all them things. And they like to hear when they go there and get medicine, they're living good, they ain't even complaining. And they go and get money and buy medicine. They like them kind of bad treatment. They don't like nothing good. Kamala coming now to prove to the country, this is how I am, this is me, I will fix it. They ain't giving she a chance. From the time she step in, they ain't giving her a chance. They're riding she, with only problems. The one they have, we need, we want this, we want to, and the only, like, they're gonna like the rat to stay hungry, and they never was doing all that, because they're afraid the big bad wolf, Rowley, because Rowley will have buffed them up, and they know very well they will buff them up, so they're trying their best to keep away. So the thing is, Kamala too good for us, because they intend to fight you down. But she will show them how she will make it, and she will prove to them how she will make it in this country. You see, she get an award for Best Prime Minister in the Caribbean. She get an award, the highest award for the Best Prime Minister in the Caribbean country. Now they take that, they pay them, take that in the pipe and smoke it.
Mr. Lennox, what I'm speaking about is not no group calling Nelson Mandela a terrorist. Because Mr. Lennox, you know how much thing they will say about you and about Andy? I am speaking about calling from the government when you are being called a terrorist from the central government. That's what I'm speaking about, Mr. Lennox. Because if Kamala call you a terrorist, I'm not talking about if I call you a terrorist. You understand? If it come from Kamala, well then we're talking about a different thing. This is what I'm speaking about. It never came from the central government in America or the president of America. That's what I'm speaking about, Mr. Lennox. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Ground Report. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, and the Ground Report listeners. This morning, I say pleasant morning to each and everyone. Yesterday, three of our daily newspaper carry a big headline, on what the Prime Minister said, that she, in support of what took place with this drug trafficking boat, that she support the elimination of these drug traffickers. And I remember she made a statement just a few weeks ago concerning a Trinidad boat that was end up in Venezuela waters, and they were captured. And they were showing you a lot of things that the boat had on it, that didn't resemble nothing to do with fishing, And she said, displaying that our made a statement, one shot, one kill. And our then Prime Minister, Rowley, he said he was in support of that one shot, one kill. And I want to say that I was in support of that statement because, these killers and them have no sympathy. It's just, wreaking havoc. And I was in support of that statement because I am a lover of Trinidad and Tobago and things that can be for the betterment of this country. So I believe that if you is a right-thinking person, a person who loves this country, you wouldn't have a problem. Yes, you have your party, but if there is something to help this country, you should be in support of it. You understand? Just as I was in support of when Rowley said one shot, one kill, I was in support of that. You understand? I'm not a supporter of the PNM, but when there is something that will benefit our country, getting rid of the criminal elements in society in this country, I am in total support of it. So I want to say that, I support her and that the statement was a good and correct one.
Oh boy. Benny said many constituencies waiting 1 year and 2 years for pension and public assistance. Well, newsflash, Penny, PRM was in government. Why you all did not fix the problem? Where was your voice then? Oh boy, just now call I just want to finish off those voice notes. They played yesterday's own way and are going today's own day quick. Just want to finish it off the quick callers. So just give me that time, the quick.
Morning, Andy. I see that you haven't played my voicemail a while now. Anyhow, my issues is I know Cameron Power and we will get what we vote for our promises. Anyhow, my issues is that the minimum wage go up to $25 to $30 an hour. Casual workers get the double time on a Sunday just as permanent workers because casual workers work hard just as permanent workers. You understand? And the 40 hours a week. Not to 35, not to 37. Right? Right? And all the government must check to make sure people NIS are being paid because there are some companies not paying people NIS up to this present day. My second issue is, right, for the government, whoever is in charge of the borough of San Fernando from 6 p.m. to allow the brown band maxis from Sando to Point to be on the promenade at 6 p.m. Right? There's a lot of peakers working. We don't know who we're traveling with. Right? And right now, it's coming to Christmas time and crime will be on the increase even more. Right? To safeguard our single mothers and our women who traveling late at night, allowed the maxis to come on the promenade from 6 p.m. There's one 9 o'clock bus that everybody look forward to who work late. Wait on that 9 o'clock bus. That bus is a guarantee, but there's only one driver that seeks the interest of the people. His name is Max. If there's other drivers that always come late, I'm talking about PTSC, right? That guy from PTSC, Max, he's a very good bus driver. And he always there for the people who's wait for him on time, right? So that is my issue. And please play my voice note. Thank you and have a nice day. And yes, I support our PM about her motion against Venezuela. Thank you and have a nice day.
Sensual 90A on the right.
Morning, Andy. The man, Andy Trinidad and Tobago. I will say something here other people may like, and other people may like or not. I don't know. They don't concern me. But I'm going to talk the truth. It seems like Trinidad and Tobago, people of this generation, like everything handout and free. You know, my mother had 9 children, 9 of us, and she takes care of every one of them without no handout. And we went to school with slippers on the foot. But I'm going to tell you something, she always had we neat and nice. Clothes iron and clothes always looking neat and nice. But we never get handout. We wasn't well off, right? My father was working for not a lot of money. But you always go to school, neat and nice, and thank God come out something, right? I thank my parents for that. Not my father, but my mother take care of us. 9, all right? Let me tell you something, right? You see all what going on over there with that Wi-Fi business we're not talking about. There's not a place you go and do your thing, man. Get your damn phone, put your Wi-Fi on it. They're not hospital not obligated to do that for courtesy sake, for emergency. In the airport too have Wi-Fi, right? For emergency, in case you don't get signal. So I don't know. Every time you go, like you have to make an obligation to get Wi-Fi. Man, look at all on crap, yes, right? All on crap. That's why that country never prosper. We never go further. Of this kind of generation, people who live in there. I never see that boy. Thank God I lived there, man, for many, many years. Over 40 years. What are they again? Yes, sir. I'm talking about me. All my life I work hard from the bottom up. I never get handout. Nobody buy no books for me. and go to school. Nobody buy this and nobody buy that. Looking for handout, looking for book bag. Everything my parents buy. All right. I seen that on ticket. Everybody want to get it. So they give these people bad habit, and every year they keep doing this. They're saving their money for carnival. Look for the carnival. How many thousand people jumping up and whining low, and when they finish, they have no money. Like remember when I was working for Tesoro in Santa Flora, and I every fortnight they asking for money. They take the money. They have this girlfriend, that woman, the wife, and her children all about the place. And when fortnight come, they're asking for me. Let me borrow this now, go pay next fortnight. They spend all the money because they have separate wife to see about. Right? And that is what I know. But I will talk more, you know. Right? I will talk more. They won't like what I say. That's why I'm here. For the nonsense.
Andy, good morning. I ain't forget you. This is not for the air. I ain't forget.
Andy, good morning. Morning, Lennox. Morning, Mickie. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Andy, the public health sector is for the public, yes. But if you go there and you're having a problem, you keep going back, and nothing is happening. If you have money in your pocket, go in a private place. When this man complaining that he want to know what the THA doing, he had no dentist in the health center. He had one dentist, and she ain't come to work. She stay home. Come on, if it's she alone, she must be tired. She's a human. She's a human, and then go and get your business fixed. You don't have to wait on the health center. But they're so dependent. They leave them with a dependency syndrome that don't care what sector they go in. They're depending on the government and the assembly to do everything for them. So all these years you work, you don't have no money. You have no money put aside, nowhere to do nothing if problems come to you. Everything is the government, the assembly. And they're behaving with Kamala just like how they behaved with the assembly when you just came into being. Or you wouldn't give the people them a chance to function at all. Or you mean to malfunction them. But in the name of Jesus, I rebuke that. And Kamala Prasad, Bisela, Fali, Chavez, Augustine have to rise in the name of Jesus. They were given a job by the Almighty and by the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And in Jesus' name, they had to do it. We need these people to stop their nonsense. PNM is not the owner of this country. And they believe they own it. That is why they're behaving like that. This is not PNM country. They could jump up all they want. They could wave for much flag. They were in Tobago yesterday in a PNM woman funeral. And I listened to the funeral. And I thought it was a political meeting. Because everything is PNM. Everywhere they go, they want somebody to see them. So they're trying to make themselves known. Them unseen. Nobody is studying them again. Them gone through. Them is the worst. Every time you listen to what the things that they did to Trinidad and Tobago, it hurting elderly, hurting trade, hurting unborn and all. It hurting. They're sickening. And I don't want to hear none of them. Let them try and leave the people, let them do their work. The Rome wasn't built in a day. And what is to happen will happen in the name of Jesus. Andy, you're doing a great job, and you'll continue to educate the dunce and them because they're dunce. Some of them very dunce, fully dunce. That is why they're behaving like that. They're only seeing it from their point of view. They're not seeing it from the other people's point of view. And that is what is going on in this country. And the criminals that we have here running havoc, them 4 people that they beat up in Claxon Bay and throw pitch oil on them, it's time for the hangman. Time for the hangman. Hang them! They need to hang. They're going on too much now. People work hard for the money and they can't sit down and enjoy it. You work hard to open a little business and you can enjoy time for the neck to broke. When they catch them, charge them the same day, try them the same day, and broke their neck the same day. Set an example. These people we must do something about them. There will be some international criminal when they think about the things that they're doing to people. They're inhumans, they're inhuman, and they must be treated like inhuman. The Bible says if you live by the sword, you're dead by it. If you kill, you should be killed. So let the government get fast, quick with the hangman there and get rid of these people that are going on too much, right? Along about good day.
Pleasant morning to the ground report. Andy Williams, the Pitbull of Radio, live stream, Lennox Smith and Mickie Kerr. I just have something to say, right? It's authentic calling. Because, let me tell you something, something I don't know if something is wrong with you. I feel something is wrong, I feel you're right, I feel you have it right. Just like a delusional, something wrong with you. Your brains are functioning good. You can't be real. You can't be, well, it wasn't living in Trinidad. You now come from away for all the years, and then you now come in Trinidad today. You would tell us that you have no information about who in opposition and who mash up this country twice or only get an opportunity to be called himself the Prime Minister. You have no knowledge, no wisdom. What take place in this country with that ex-opposition right now waiting in Parliament, they're trying to see if they can come back again to lick up the treasury again. You know for yourself, you have all the knowledge on that what that opposition do, what the alleged PNM opposition do was in government. When now we say he don't care who live and who dead, where he was. When he closed the refinery, in case you're closing your door and you're here make you holding a child hand. And you come and close it. What kind of demon is that? He care who live and who dead. Take from the poor and give the rich. When the diver's dead, do they give any money to the parents? I mean, sorry, to the family. They're doing like if the divers kill themselves. The operation like if the divers kill themselves. Big investigation. When that money could go to the family, I don't know what take place with that. That happened just with that alleged, That implement for that and that just so, All I want to sweep everything down the pipeline. All the Lincoln Maduro. Because you know that? All the things that people do in this country, money missing in the treasury.
There's a phone.
You want everybody like
mute your phone, mute Lennox.
Nobody like in both. If people like property tax.
Lennox, mute. Oh boy.
Yeah.
And the merit points, and if you want to tax all the citizens of this country, vendors and all kind of thing, and if he had the opportunity, he'd have raised the water and the lights. He spent $3 million to fix an office for him, dwarf self, mango, tacto face, rotten mango face. Telling me you want an office for yourself, you have your own elevator. Or you don't care, and that next one, marvelous marvel, fixing a bathroom and toilet and bedroom and all kind of nonsense and ATV. Think about what they do now. Go back and think about what they do. You sit down and think about what PNM do for the first and second time when Rowley lost. He come and say, let's see what I will do. And he really do mash up the country. Investigate them, ask the young where the $500,000 he take out before election. All the racket around and CPAP and URP. Or they can afford to pay them. Or they can afford to stay at young, Harari, all of them. This Budlara man and all too, the big English waste that time, Budlara man, do nothing for crime, he and all that crime by himself. Take the money, let them take all the money and pay CPAP and URP. Do not use them as scapegoat. And I'm sorry for them. If I'm sorry for the people of this nation, this country I run good from the beginning. I'm sorry for nobody. We only travel every month going somewhere and come back with nothing. Like a little boy that lost what I don't know. He ain't lost no sheep, What he lost? He went on to Scotland and he found everything was hard. He just traveling and taxpayers' dollars and living off of the country here alone getting the US dollars to spend. Investigate them now and stop thinking about coming out and tone down. Tone down for what? Or they want to hear what Maduro? I want you to question Rowley and Stuart Young and ask them, and he was never no Prime Minister, what take place with Maduro and when he came in Trinidad here? Them had no cure for no COVID, there was cure in the oil. They tried to get COVID to cure the oil, so underhand racket is alleged. But Rowley staying quiet. You ain't hearing him at all. Why didn't go Venezuela? Let them go Venezuela and stamp on the side of Maduro now. How they talking about Northern and you know everything, You know everything, woman. You know everything what take place. Don't pretend you know. Stop harping and the president and the prime minister right now. Stop bashing the prime minister. You're only looking for a loophole for you to talk and tell yourself that you're reaching something. You go reach nowhere. You see, you try to go against your same party and all. Say all kind of thing to you, bash it down, all kind of thing. Eh? You're weak. You're a weak person. You even went away and you just show up again. You're not for this country, you know, you're for the 1% and the opposition right now. Harari still young. All of them inside, in both all of them are for. And the man who called himself a doctor was never a doctor. You're for them is decided for. You're just a front burner for them. You're trying to get back everything so them could fall in place. You're not for the people of this country. If it was for the people of this country, you would have been there from the beginning. You would have been there to help. You're doing nothing. You're just fighting for them, then looking for loophole. Investigate the PNM and them, all of them. Where all the money going? That's what you want to know. The fumes out. Vacuum out every cent from the treasury. You can't get a US if you're going away. Where all the money disappear to? In both, want to investigate that to the Auditor General. Man, take the hands all up for there.
Next thing too, I always follow any US news and mostly I just watch Fox News. Right? And I heard President Trump on the podium saying that concerning that boat that they blew up, he said that they have records, like they tape them and they have their voice and things, you know. President Trump is not gonna make any foolish decisions because he and all is not a man to take life just so, you know. Right? I have been observing American politics. This is the 11th year since President Trump, right, got elected. I got my first smartphone in 2015. A brother from America sent it for me. He's a Republican. And so the algorithm, the things that he was watching, I think this is the second time I'm saying this, came to me with the phone. Right? All who raging against President Trump, all you stop watching CNN and MSNBC for me, please. These people are sick, twisted, even nasty human beings. They are Democrats. Watch me. I am guessing to tell all you that Trinidadians have been observing these people for 11 years. You see, these people they call the Democrats and the progressives and the liberals. These people are sick, twisted, evil and nasty and deceitful people. They will lie without impunity. They don't care. They have no moral anchor. Right? And the problem we have in people when they're tired and you traveling, water taxi is CNN, airport is CNN, Citygate is CNN. That is all you see. CNN is Democrat. All of these people's mascot is a donkey. That should tell you something. Their mascot, the party's mascot is a donkey. The Republicans is an elephant. I just tell you about the people's nature. I've watched debates between these people. These people, something wrong with these human beings. I think in America, they say liberalism is a mental disorder. And plenty black people just leave Trinidad and go there and I the first party that I'm looking to support. Why? Because they love black people and they're fighting for black people. If all you only know the history, Obama was a Democrat. Right? Anyway, I'm just trying to educate Trinbagonians. Trump may not be perfect. I just always say there's a difference between not being perfect and being evil. Trump may not be perfect, but Trump is not an evil man. There's a difference. The Democrats are evil. Right? Trinidadian, all you wake up. Start to watch Fox News. Subscribe to things like Black Conservative Perspective. Subscribe to Benny Johnson or Brandon Tatum. Watch Fox News and all you will get a more balanced thing about what's going on in America. Anyway, Trinbagonian, all you take care. Let us grow in wisdom right? Let our eyes be open and our ears be open to really hear what's going on in society, and don't be fooled by the propaganda and all the nonsense. Because watch me, you don't know how really evil this world is until you get into politics, you know. Until you realize that it have people, they have education, God bless them with education, they educated, them could find a way to live the right, and them just choose to be wicked and evil and twisted. And I could tell all you some stories, you know, that about these people that all you're seeing, you know. Anyway, again, I don't want to take much time. Go and report all you, have a good day. Trin, go and open all your eyes, please.
Hey, Kendrick, you are damn right. Kendrick, you're so right. Kendrick, my mother and father had 9 kids, and 9 of us came out to be excellent. My father was very hard. And Kendrick, we lived all over the world. Big brother in Australia, all over. Doctors, lawyers, magistrate, accountant, architect, contractor, we got it all. We have it all. Grandkids married to all different races. You can make it right. Nowadays generation want everything like a microwave. No. And they don't want to study the damn book. You can make it right, my friend. We have it all. We have 9 kids. I am the last of 9. So we are good to go, my friend. Later.
Pleasant good morning, Mikey, Andy, and Lennox. My take this morning is protect yourself at all costs. Yeah, I mean, them bandits and them ain't no feeling sorry for no child, no toddler, no ageable person, no male, no female, no nothing. It's about time we do something about it, right?
Hello.
Stand the ground laws come in and things, but in the meanwhile, you gotta defend yourself.
No,
and to
it's
all
not
them
on
people
diet.
outside who have a small business, no matter how small it is,
as we speak, YouTube
protect
and
yourself
Facebook.
at all costs. I keep saying that over and over. Do whatever is necessary. That'll be
Andy, Mickie, Lennox, Metro and Tobago Central here. Pleasant, good morning. Andy, I have a small little front burner issue, and you know I just go straight to the point. Right? Now, this is another experience I've experienced with another family member. And I say, you know what? Let me bring it up to your attention and probably have somebody look into it. Because I can't understand why it have to be taken the right thinking citizens, you know, to really come out and talk these type of thing. Because I lost our words to a point. Now, this is to the ones and them who may know they're self doing this, right? I'm not saying everybody is the same. The issue is, Andy, it is a private institution, which is private doctors. I'm speaking about here now, right? I'm not saying again, everybody doing the same thing. But the ones who are doing it, they need to stop. If they do not stop it, the relevant people will be visiting them rather soon for them to stop the nonsense that they're doing to people in this country, which is Trinidad and Tobago. Right? Because I'm sure Tobago probably facing it. I'm sure other parts in Trinidad facing it as well too. So the issue is, Andy, when people go to a private doctor, we would like to know why the private doctor is not telling you the visitation fee. They're not telling you according to whatever issue that you come to them to deal with. Why they're not telling you the prices if they have to give you medication. You know, this type of thing. Why they're not giving you the prices up front? It was like this. You went to the private doctor, sorry. And After they done see and everything, it's like they don't have a pricing of anything. So if, for example, a person goes to a private doctor and then the doctor say, well, all right, after I done senior with medication and everything, $20,000. I just run an example, Andy and Trinidad and Tobago, don't get me wrong, eh? And the person turn and say, well, doc, I've been honest with you. I wasn't catering to pay $20,000. You know? Does it have a way that you should have been able to tell me, or why you didn't tell me before something, so that I'd have been able to tell you, well, okay, I can see about this now, and then I will see about that, or whatever it is. Advise me before seeing about me, in other words. Right? And you see, for the ones of them who just doing that for the money, all they need to stop. You hear? All they need to stop in what all they're doing. This is not to discredit anybody in no type of way, but this is for the ones of them who is doing this to the raw public. It is wrong. All they need to start to put all their pricing, all they listen or whatever the case is, and let people know, well, okay, the medication is this amount, my visitation fee is this amount, break it down so that people could understand. Don't come with an overall price. It is wrong. Because sometimes, let me say your medication, it work up to about only 200, but then they charge me 500. Understand what I'm saying, Andy? And Trinidad and Tobago. This is another issue that we need to draw to the authorities' attention and let them deal with it too, with the private institution and them in the health, which is private doctors. I'm not saying is everybody doing the same thing, but the ones of them who doing it, because I'm telling you, Andy, I had experience that I came with another family member, and I saying to myself, but is this a month of going through this type of experience, boy? You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, when these type of things going to stop, maybe they need to have maybe needs to get the right people to visit them to find out, well, okay, why it is you charging the public in this manner, or why don't have a price? Listen, let somebody who is higher and above them, who is above than them, to ask them the question of why it is you're not giving people the proper pricing of certain things. Because that is not the way how to go about doing things. You understand? That's just my little small front burner issue, Andy. And I say to myself, this morning, I need to draw it to all your attention on Trinidad and Tobago. So whoever probably had experienced that before, or they could talk out about it as well too, because it is wrong to be going to a doctor. They're not telling you the price. After they don't do everything, then they come to tell you, well, all right, this is X amount as you. So if you don't have that on you, or you don't have that in your hole, what is your situation? Private doctors needs to put a price list to let you know and know how they're breaking down the thing. Visitation fee is this, medication is this, XYZ is that. Right? All you need to stop do people them kind of thing, because that's what you call white collar crime. Rubbing me with my eye wide open. You understand? Trinidad and Tobago, let me put a stop to this kind of rubbish taking place, please now. We have the right thinking government in there, and we need to draw it to their attention so that they can send the right people to deal with these people and them who is doing this to the raw public. You understand? So, Andy, so far, so good with the government. We love how we're performing, and we pray to Almighty God for each and every one of them, and for you all, Andy. Right? So people just remember, we is one people, one nation, one love. Unity will always be the code, and His goodness going to restore back in this country. You hear? In sweet TNT, we could call it back once more again. Just let us bear the patience a little more, and God knows best, and God is in control with every situation that we facing right now. You understand? So people, just love one another and look out for one another. You understand? Unity always be the code. Andy, we locked on and listening, and is that.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Mickie. Good morning, Bigo. Good morning to everybody in your life. Andy, listen to this now. You know, Trinidadians, what I mean Trinidadians or Trinbagonians, I mean those people who supported PNM or those PNM supporters. I want to tell all you something, you know. For the last 10 years, all you mash up this place. Well, all you supported that, right? We only mash up this place. He and the Tiffin gang mash up this country. leave the country. The country didn't even have fumes, according to anti-camps, right? Or leave this country in a state of chaos. And as soon as the UNC come into office, all they want anti-Kamala to fix everything for only one time. And the people in them only there about 4 or 5 months. They didn't even read a budget yet. But Rowley and them had $10.5 billion. Not to mention the Heritage and Stabilization Fund, right? And not to mention the money that they had in excess liquidity in different ministries. Rowley and them wipe out all of that. And on top of that too, Rowley and them borrow $144 billion and sink Trinidad and Tobago in a serious hole. And only want anti-cams and them to come here and fix that, right? Like I'm with a magic wand in 4 months or 5 months time. How does this work out? How does this work out? In the last 10 years, I only wasn't complaining. Only was quite happy to be silent and be quiet, right? And as for all these other institutions they have in this country, they didn't have a voice, all of a sudden now all of them jump out. And I want to tell the media in this country something, especially CNC3. Let me tell all this something. You see that fire all this Saturday? That same fire all this Saturday, all got burned in that fire. Cause I'm watching all the newspaper and thing, and I'm watching all the news when the night comes sometime. And the kind of one-sided things that all Lord, look, anyway, they are gone because I again next year gone.
Hey Andy, that guy who called about Fox News on CNN. I think that guy needs to start sticking to CNC3 and start watching CNC3. That this guy sounds like a buffoon. He sounds like an idiot. Okay, he sounds like a dummy. He don't know what he talks about. He like to watch America. Go watch American news, but watch CNC3 and get your news from there and stop talking about America. Let America fight their battle. We know what we have to do in America. We have to work hard, and food prices are rising, and we have to battle. So what you see and CNC news and keep them all quiet. You sound like a buffoon. Later.
Bossman, listen to everything that Fox says. Fox says only for entertainment purposes, right? Their news. It don't have to be true, all right? Fox is one of the stations gets sued many times for misrepresentation. Man, go get a light, man. You know what the hell is going on here, all right? Andy, again, man. Andy, America in trouble. The 4 leaders come together. Yeah, that guy are telling you that. He not telling you that. Fox not telling him that. The 4 leaders just come together. Right? China, Korea, India, right? And Russia come together. We screwed. We are screwed, Andy. America is screwed. Do you understand that?
Go ahead, caller. Lennox, don't go far.
Andy.
Morning.
Hello. Andy, morning there.
Morning.
Morning. I want to say this morning. I'm not trying
I'm wrong. I will be within reach, right?
Hello?
Yeah, well, you got to hold on for me for at least 5 minutes, right? But I'll tell you when. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, Andy. So let me say something. I was listening to the fact where you all were speaking about the guy who went to Tobago, the guy in Tobago, and he went to pull out his teeth, right? Now, you all have to understand this. Whoever the government in power It's not all about that's my party and that's my party and that's my party. Because my family in government, and I am not standing up to see anybody do the poor anything wrong. Because we starting with the poor and vulnerable people in this country. So don't start me. Because we ain't come here to fill the pockets. We come here to help the people and make this country a better place. You know what I'm telling all you? So if that man go there, right? Nobody knows that man's pocket. Nobody knows what he's dealing with. Because yesterday, Andy, I met a lady. She's a pensioner. The little girl who she's sending to school, Andy, her mother died and the father chose not to help her. And this grandmother had to do everything yesterday. Until I had to put my hand in my pocket and help her to get her child rest of her things for her schooling. Right? And the grandmother just gets she a little check. She get a little pension. It's going in all the school things. You think if she had to go by the dentist, she have money to go by the dentist? If the dentist go tell she, oh yes, I know you, and you so. Come now, man, let's stop being like that. Stop being like that. There are people out here who can't hold $1, who can't even save $1 because you don't know the situation. You don't know people's situation. And there's a lot of grandparents stepping up the game right now to help with their grandkids. And doing without. And then they get sick. They have to go to the hospital. This is what we pay health surcharge for. Don't come to tell me party before country. Don't come to tell me that stupidness. My family in government, and I'm telling you, I'm not signing up with no stupidness if they're doing it. I support the United National Congress to the sole of my foot. But at the same time, stop it, people. You do not know how poor people have to deal out here. You do not know. A lot of people, not because you could save $1, somebody else could save $1. That is why they have to get up and go to the health center and rely on this. We pay a health surcharge. So don't come here and say, oh, they find the money to get the man. You're disrespectful. And I find for a big woman, who I always think brings a lot of good comments to the station. This morning I was disappointed in you. Because come on. Well, you might have, but somebody else mightn't. And yesterday was just a great experience of seeing this older woman having to battle with her grandchild. Battle with her grandchild because she has to pay everything for her grandchild until I explain things to her. She's going to go to try to get a grant to help Sissy Border's child. Because the father turned his back. The mother dead. What you want her to do? Put her grandchild out? That was her grandchild. The little pension, she got it done yesterday. She didn't even finish get all the books. So let me stop as a nation like that. Let me stand up and say, you know what? Build the people. The poor and the vulnerable. When I talk from a place, from my heart. There's only tears that run down my eye when I see poor people out here, Andy. And they don't have. Let me stop it. And they need to come off the station because my eye is falling up for water telling you. People let's be talking, but they doesn't know how poor people is. So now we have it nice. Not because I have it nice, I go sit down and laugh and watch it talk before. And be like, well, whatever with them. No, we didn't come here for that. We come here to make sure Auntie can say, we start with the poor and vulnerable. Not everybody have. Trying to go have a good day. Or let's stop all that. You see that? Stop. Or they don't know the man possession. You know it's a toothache? Everybody's have a toothache. And we feel like we're going mad. You don't know this man possession. He might not have $1. So he had to go to there. And it is in writing for their government over there to put things in place. One doctor in the health center taking out his madness. So come to tell me that. We need to start thinking different. We need to start thinking different. And stop being like that. Stop pulling down. We are everybody pulling down each other. And we need to stop pulling down each other. Fight for each other. Stand up with each other. The poor stand for the poor. I hate to hear, I listen to this whole thing, and I was so upset. Especially seeing what I saw yesterday, Andy. Seeing what I saw yesterday, that this grandmother, Gandhi, this woman didn't have enough to finish buy books for her grandchild. Until I say, you know what, mother, leave it. I will do the rest. So don't come to tell me that woman gets sick in the morning. Where she had to go? Where is she going? Nine hospital? Public hospital? She could go to a doctor and tell the doctor, but I know you're good? No. Because she little money had to go and educate she little grandchild. So don't come to tell me them things. These are upsetting things when I hear it. And I am for poor people. I don't care. I am for poor people. My family ain't coming first. Because in government, I don't care. Poor people first. Because I have seen it all. And you have a good day. Trinidad and Tobago have a good day. UNC family, I love you guys.
Oh Lord.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Morning caller, where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report?
Good morning, Andy. Ground report. Napuna here, brother. Well, I wasn't aware that all off the on Gaia. I spoke to Lennox this morning. But I myself on this couple of days, not on too much on the well side. So, but as I say, the addiction to call the program, that there, right? But that being said, Andy, I listened to the woman just now there. The lady has to try and understand that the crisis that this country is in right now financially, this government is trying to do all that is possible to facilitate whatever institution to make sure that they have right staffing and what have you and whatnot. Maybe it's kind of difficult for them, but I agree with her that you have to have more than one dentist or so in the health center or wherever it is. But what I want to draw your attention to, my dear, now before I get to that point, Andy, plenty people criticizing Kamala Pasabi's sister, especially these so-called commentators and so-called analysts and whatnot, and saying because she made statements with respect to supporting Trump with the drug trade and whatnot and whatnot. Even some of the very CARICOM leaders who were silent and keep their blasted mouth shut, where the drugs are affecting their country, they have killing in their country, the drug trade flourishing. But all of them afraid to open their mouth. But she was brave and bold to come out and say it. You remember when, I think it was Camille Robinson Regis, when she said what Trump could do in the parliament? How come these politicians, these so-called analysts and all of them, didn't think and make say that is an obscene statement to make, knowing that America is our main trading partner? How come they make no statement with respect to that? So much thing happening in this country, but all of them remain silent. Andy, I want to refer something to an article on the papers here. This is, listen. Where Colmembert spoke about the economy. And this is what he said, because remember, they lambasted the UNC when they were in opposition, when the opposition was raising concern about the state of the economy and what have you. And they say that they're bad mouthing and they're bad talking the country and whatnot have you and thing. And they're not patriotic and whatnot. Imbert himself made all kind of statement about the UNC and thing. But here it is. Express, Sunday 22nd. Imbert will words of more responsibility. And he criticized this government and he talked about the country bankrupt and they can't get money borrowed from the local banks and all kind of damn nonsense and what have you. But he was the Minister of Finance for 10 years. And you bankrupt the country that today this government don't even have money to pay salaries. Some getting late payments and whatnot. I am saying the time reached now, Imbert. You ought to be investigated and arrested. You together with Short Young, Keith Rowley, the Attorney General and all, you know. This thing taking too long, Andy. Because here why I'm saying this. If you talking that sort of damn nonsense, first you're only criticizing Kamala with the American involvement. But people would want to feel safe knowing that the level of crime and they have some means of protectionism in dealing with the situation in the country. Apart from that, when you tell in the country that we cannot get money borrow, the country bankrupt and all, only a bad mouth in the country, investors ain't going to want to come here and all of that. So I'm just showing you the hypocrisy of this PNM government. And I want to tell Keith Rowley something. You have no damn say in this country. You out of the politics. You irrelevant. You talk about closing the fridge door with petrol train. Excuse. They close you and put you in a refrigerator. We don't want to hear you. But you see why I'm going to tell you something. Keith Rowley is trying to, and keep penny metals, is using Keith Rowley conveniently, you know. So that Keith Rowley could use the race card. He could look to highlight issues and make all kind of bacchanal because of the fact that there are certain investigations that it relates to Keith Rowley with the First Citizens and other issues with the Interpol and all these things. And Keith Rowley, he maybe is aware that, hey, I will be investigated. And they have some facts about me. So therefore, my only alternative is to do this, is try to destabilize this country. Make sure that we have some revolution or something to take place to get this government out of office before any investigation is complete with him, about him. So all these are issues that we have to look at very carefully. And you could see this government, the last government, they held bent. And you have to look at the media and all these so-called political analysts and everybody. All of us, everybody get mouth, Andy. They were so silent when the PNM were doing the destruction. They didn't open them out. And to add to it, when the opposition was raising relevant and pertinent issues in the parliament, the Speaker of the House was shutting them down together with the President of the Senate, who they now make the President of this country, Christine Kangaloo. So all the time, these people and them, they weren't saying anything. But this government, whatever strategy, because Andy has seen this, the Prime Minister, this government will have to take some decision. It may be unpopular, but I'll tell you something. They're doing it in the best interest of this country. Because as it is, we are financially bankrupt. We have to do everything that is possible to keep Trinidad alive. We would have to dip in the revenue and stabilization fund. All in our reserve. We will have to borrow money and all of that. It is no if or no but. And therefore, Colmembert, Keith Rowley and they must be held culpable for the destruction, not only of the economy, but the destruction of the country. Because you're seeing it in every aspect, every sphere of governance, where this country has crashed, Andy. And this government is not fighting. Look right now, you know what is happening? The Minister of Finance, is not trying to scrape and to see how we could present a budget. where he could get the money from, how they would have to cut here, what they would have to do there, what not. Because people only looking at, hey, they promised this, they promised public servants, they promised them this, they promised the country that, they're going to do this and do that. Only to know that when they went into government there and investigated, every ministry was bankrupt. They cleaned it out. And therefore, those people, not only the government people, but those people who were in charge of certain ministries, state enterprises and all these things, who sat there and enjoyed the fat salary and allowed this country to crash because of the non-performance. All these people ought to be investigated and all this. We cannot allow this thing to go on. And they say the time is right now that the police service, the DPP and all of them have to get together now and say, yeah, what, you see what? To hell was every damn thing. How it hang its swing. Let me go after everybody. Because see all the Al-Rawi, and it's called Mimbot and Rowley and all of them fellas, including two former Attorney Generals, Al-Rawi and Reginald Amo. All of them, including some of the ministers, Rohan, and all of them, including the one with the PTSD thing, who was Rohan Sinanan, thing with him, Sukai, sorry, all of them fellas with the bus flats and all them things, where they buy that they cannot use in the country. And we buy a set of millions of dollars in spare parts and thing. And who was the people doing the thing? It's through Sukai and them. So I am calling on this government. They are happening. Attorney General, let me get serious. Commissioner of Police, or let me get serious. And the time reached that we cannot. Because look, there was another issue with the Suzette Martin, who went and bring the man from Barbados, the Brent Thomas. You know, up to now they're still investigating that. And if you listen to the dotishness that the police who they have investigating that, say, you know, did some delay and whatnot, and even though that it get a report, it wouldn't incriminate any investigation. So what the hell are you waiting for? Huh? This is how we intend to deal with this country? And when you watch first world countries, you see Prime Minister, former, even current, and President being arrested and jailed for corruption or whatever. What the hell happened to Trinidad and Tobago? Where's the justice system? Where's the law association when not Sebaran Street and all of them? Time reach now, let me tell you something. You have to forget parties and who's your party and whatnot, you know. Lock up people now and we will get back with money. Seize assets. You see like how they seize those building in Piparo and they use it for home as a rehabilitation center. We have to start taking people like Rowley and Sinanan and Ravi and all of them properties and converting it into some use of state, facility. Let me do that. And because already see that we're serious. Because here why? This thing what they're talking about here. We only seen that only one thing that this opposition sided with the media and all those are political analysts and all of them and what have you. All of them only on one thing is to destabilize this country and make all kinds of comments about this government because they see that this government is moving in a direction that is investigating wrongdoing, criminal activities, corruption and what have you. And unless we deal with that, we are going away. And you have a blessed day, brother.
Go ahead, caller.
Good morning. Calling from Tobago.
Go ahead, Tobago.
Mr. Tanapuna, yeah. Mr. Tanapuna, to the top of the class to you. Well said again. You are such an intelligent man. I love to hear you talk. Right? So you go to the top of the class. I agree with everything that you are saying. You are a very, very intelligent fellow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tobago. Go ahead, next caller.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Good morning. Welcome to the Gong Report.
Hello. Good morning. I am saying a good morning to the ground report, Lennox Smith, Andy Williams, Mickie K. My contribution this morning, I'm from Grandy, calling from Grandy. My contribution is just that I'm listening and I recognize we have a powerful government, the UNC. Our Prime Minister is standing there for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. In every decision she makes, every comment she made is all for the betterment, like a mother protecting her children. But I want to tell us, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, we have to keep praying. She told us for independence that go into prayers, and we have to keep praying because the opposition is doing a lot of blood sacrifice and creating demons in this country to create problems. Look at had another bus accident again where a 19-year-old girl died. We have to keep praying because these people keep doing blood sacrifice and the demons is wrong. And this is my contribution. God bless you.
Go ahead, next caller, morning.
Good morning, Andy and Smitty and everybody and Mickie K. The opposition apparently don't know they are the opposition. They still feel they're in government. But I want to talk about crime and the current environment. And I want to rejig our memory prior to the coup. The environment prior to the coup was so bad that we have similarities with what is happening there now. At that time, you had the collapse of the national security apparatus because when Abu did his thing, the police didn't know what was going on. He had a whole syndicate of people. The Muslim League was a group of people and they overthrew the government. Let's look at the current environment. The current, thank the Lord that we chose a very, very excellent commissioner of police. And I want to congratulate COP Guerrero. He hit the nail on the head when he said there is a syndicate which equates to the Muslim League to overthrow, to do violent crimes, violent activity against the government and all government officials. That scenario kind of was really, really managed when the Pandey administration came in. And what are the elements of the Pandey administration? You had a very strong Attorney General, Ramesh. You had a strong Prime Minister. And a lot of people forget we had the ship rider agreement. Basil Pandey, as the Prime Minister, said to hell was the CARICOM. He's going to sign this agreement so his border and criminal activities would have been curtailed, so he could have looked at the security of a citizen, because at that time the crime and the murder rate was really, really managed. You had an Attorney General who understand his role and function. When he was a private lawyer, he basically did what is required of him as a human rights lawyer. When he became Attorney General, he disrobed himself from that activity and he said he has to follow the law. The law is to break the neck, all those traffickers for narcotics, and he break the neck. Remember the old Chedi gang? When they went and they wipe out a whole family, that is the heinous crime people have to remember. And that is what our Prime Minister has said. The first utterances from her first signal was, she saying within 6 months she wants to make a dent in the crime. And what have we seen? We have already seen, based on the police analysis, that crime is down below it since 2015. So that is one box tick. The PNM has never really taken control of our border. The food people were buying boats, 2 boats and OPV. That was for photo ops. They really didn't do nothing. So what we have done, the current Prime Minister said, yes, she accepted all the help on protecting the border, and that is why she agreed with Trump and them. Anybody they see bringing narcotics into the country, we go blow them up. And her utterances was really, really supported by the Commissioner of Police, because he said, yes, lick them up, because by doing that, they will help him, because he don't have to focus on the border. The Americans looking at that, and that goodie track will be managed now. Now, the PNM, who is the opposition, trying to attack the Prime Minister with what she's saying, her utterances is gross something. But I want to tell people, desperate times need desperate measures. Our Prime Minister has identified that she is not into PayPal diplomacy, talking nice. Else she would have appointed the Dharmacharya or Gordon as the National Security Minister. But desperate times need desperate measure. And she has signaled to us is busted diplomacy, hard strategy that might be unpalatable to the traffickers, might have be unpalatable to the people who facilitating crime, and we know the people who facilitating crime is high government officials. I see they went down and they start to go after women, trafficking of women, Boudet, etc., Capra Villa. That wasn't happening before, so somebody was protecting them. The other thing that I want my Prime Minister to do, she look up all them hardback men, Pandy, Stuart Young, Manning, Rowley. She has to go after Mr. Big. Manning say he knows Mr. Big. A former finance minister, Karen, Jump the Wall Karen, say she who Mr. Manning was talking about, and they did nothing about it. Fitzy slept riding a horse with a young boy, and he didn't concern with security or border. So I don't want no PayPal diplomacy. I want busted diplomacy. So breeze coming into my house, I could open the doors, open the windows. I want a sense so that I could rest properly in the night. I go and have a nice morning.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, go ahead, next caller. Go ahead, next caller. Hello. Next morning caller. Next caller, morning. Morning caller. Morning. Oh boy. Morning. Hello caller. Morning. Next caller. Yeah. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Barack for you. Andy, something had to be wrong with the way I just think. But I don't know if it's me, or I don't know if it's other people just think in a way that they don't understand what they really be saying and all this kind of thing. Now, yesterday, when we was talking about the narco-terrorism business and thing, a man called and talk about the agenda of America is not the drugs that they bothered about, is the oil and gas where Venezuela have. That's the reason why they want to invade and get rid of Maduro and thing. And the same gentleman now talk about and give a detailed account of how drug trafficking operates in the Caribbean, from where it comes and how it leaves and the way it is transported and thing. And make that song like if it is, that is okay. You know, that is nothing wrong with all these drug trafficking activities taking place in the Caribbean. And he kind of like glamorized that in something like it's good. You know, like when these idiots and them commit crime in people's homes and things in Trinidad and Tobago, and they get killed, there was good boys. So it is okay that you telling me that like that legitimate operation in the Caribbean, and these people are happy about that America decide that here what, we ain't tolerating that, but could look now and make an excuse that it's not about the drugs, it's about the oil and gas. Something wrong with people in this world? Something wrong with the mentality of these people? Them know the kind of destruction drugs is create and cause in people's homes and lives and family and all kind of thing, and talk this kind of nonsense. And as usual, when drugs is involved, guns and crime also is involved. And what people don't get to understand, and what people don't understand, is that the drug trade don't be paid in Venezuelan money or Trinidad money. You know the currency that it is used? American money, US dollars. When you track drug trade all over the place, is US money that is used. Colombia, Pablo Escobar was burying billions of US money all over the place, the amount of money he was making in the drug deal. Same thing in Nicaragua, Nicaragua with this man who they get rid of also, and in Panama and all these places. That is the concern of what America do. They have a deficit of over $31 trillion. And when billions of dollars every year leaves America and finds its way into these drug cartel operations, where you don't think there's a concern of the American population, of the president and all this kind of thing? Biden's son was a big drug addict. So Biden wouldn't be concerned, the Democratic wouldn't be concerned about drugs in the country. Because if they own using it in the house, you feel the concern about how much coming into America. Now you have a man who, like him or not, the fact of the matter is that it seems like the criminals and the lawbreakers always have more rights than the people who trying to do the right thing for the people. Just imagine Washington, D.C. going out of control with crime. The mayor and the people who in charge and doing what they're supposed to do to reduce the crime and all this kind of thing. When the president who vowed to protect the country and the people decide here what, he bringing in the federal troops and all kind of thing to reduce the crime and clean up the area, everybody vex. They're mashing human rights laws and all this kind of thing. But when you see you're going to bury a chair and you don't study that. Same thing in this country. Every single thing that the Prime Minister want to do to better the country and better the lives of people, it always have these idiots on them trying to oppose that. Look, the lady come and she say, the Honorable Prime Minister come and say, here what, we have a serious crime issue, and this celebration that costing the country so much money, we ain't gonna have that this year. Because what it is really, independence, they demonstrate in Trinidad and Tobago. That we have a set of people like the communist country, the parade. Does that tell us anything about our independence, who we are? Do we celebrate? Do you see a pan band running, parading? Do you see a tassa band parading? Do you see the culinary arts of Trinidad and Tobago being paraded on Independence Day that represent who we are? This parade is colonialism, where the king and the queen and the slave masters then would sit and they would demonstrate the army and the force where they keep you imprisoned in your own homes. Parade and salute them and say, hey, we worshiping you king, we worshiping you queen. That is what this parade, we had a, if we want to demonstrate our Independence Day parade, let it demonstrate who we are as a people. Let us show what we good at creating, the art, the food, the dance, the culture, the lifestyle. Don't have a sort of military people passing with gun and saluting the president and making them feel like them is something better than anybody else. we have to wake up and understand you cannot be supporting the wrong. That's why you see we can't move on from fourth world status, It's because the mentality of these people who always feel that anything you're doing good for the people, you have to oppose it. Like these idiot and them from the PNM government who keep on supporting and everything they offer. Just imagine, we have this drug problem that is so devastating in so much of our society. It coming with guns, it coming with the crime rate that is becoming out of control, the murder rate is becoming out of control. And the PNM people, the opposition leader, vexed because the Prime Minister say, get rid of drug people violently. But when you see, if one of she son or daughter, if she have any, become a piper and thieving out all she clothes and jewelry and all kind of thing and selling it and want to kill she and all kind of thing, I'm sure she would think differently. But it do affect them, you see. You understand? Because if one of them in that scenario, they go send a child to some kind of fancy rehab center to get them back good. But the rest of them who cannot control it, who have sons and daughters that they can't control it who can drug and crime and all kind of thing, and have to live with that, and have to be burdened with the destruction and the devastation that takes place in their home, they won't understand that. Them is the people who have to deal with that. Because of the condition of the PNM, how they leave the country and have people being vulnerable to anything available to them. People have to wake up and understand drugs is an evil force. If drugs were so good, why does all the biggest drug dealers in the world always end up dead? They can never enjoy their money. They're always in prison. They're always on a hiding and think if drug dealing was a business and was so good. What about the legitimate businesses where people live out their lives and be happy and comfortable? Escobar, El Chapo, Dolce, Guerrero, all of them. Where they study? They enjoy their money? People have to wake up and understand this thing is an evil entity. We cannot be supporting no matter what. If all they want evidence, you see where they blow up the boat, all they go and see if any fish high and jumping up in the air. Where they probably sniff the cocaine or some kind of thing. That's the evidence all they need. Gentlemen, have a good morning. Enjoy the rest of holiday. Take care.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Morning, caller. We're calling from. What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Morning, Andy. Morning, Mighty K. Morning, Lennox Smith. This is Malcolm X here. Andy,
Good morning, my friend. Good morning.
We ain't getting the program on the TV out. All you gone on a different channel or what? All you on Gael this morning?
Nah, we was replaced. We couldn't afford to pay for, we're not on Gael anymore, but we're grateful for the time that we was there.
Okay, so what is the future plan with we to educate the nation at the things that going on with the ground report? What is the next move?
I believe God is good. Where there's a way, there's a will. When one door open, I believe many does. And I believe soon that we will be back on radio and the message will continue to go forward. That is just my belief. I believe, but with time, everything is possible.
Andy, Lennox, and Mighty K. The nation, under this present government, the nation cannot afford to lose a program like all your program for the contribution all you have made for educating people and bringing them out politically in order to change that wicked government that we had in the past that destroyed this country for 10 years. And I appealing that whoever in power and listening, every day right now come. Because let me be straight, CPEP closed down. You stop CPEP. Okay. We know the problem, they say, is corruption, mismanagement, and all the different things about it. But if you look around the place right now, it ain't looking good. So we can't afford to shut down the country when we know the problem in this country is mismanagement, bad production from managers who in position where we're supposed to remove. Now sending home people and stopping people, it come like Peter paying for Paul. And you're having the same set of delinquent managers, engineers, and supervisors in place. And I appealing to the government this morning, please let the ground report come on TTT or whatever national media we have to come immediately to hear what's really going on. Because if the government feel that they know everything, it have plenty things they might know, because it have people who in the bosom right now only on self-interest one. And we have to face reality. This country went through a hard 10 years, and we have plenty work to do in a short while, because the whole cry all over the place is the government sending home people, the government putting people on the breadline, the government this. And without the ground report, like Mr. Tenapuna and Miss Woodbrook, I don't know what becomes a short man, Mr. Makano and Mr. Kuno Pierre, the man who, these people make some contribution on the ground. And if we shut down this program because of this kind of information, I'm telling all you, we ain't going forward, we going backward. I proud that it had no independence parade, because what we celebrating for 63 years, bad road, mismanagement, corruption, murder, that is what we could achieve in 63 years. So all I have to say this morning, and I'm appealing to who listening in the powers to be, make sure we have the ground report immediately back on the airwave for people to know the cry of the day-to-day affairs and what on the front burner. All you have a nice day, and if we can't hear, UNC, all you might feel it harder than the PNM. Have a good day.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the Ground Report this morning?
This is Granny. I'm calling from Zachary. Pitbull, God bless all you. God bless all the station. Right. Don't frighten. Take Granny number. And if all you have to be on a station, if I have to move with all you, with my stick, I will take my stick and I will go to meet people just because of the ground report. I don't go to meet people for nothing, right? But I will go because of the ground report. Don't worry about that. Or you cannot leave that station, or you cannot leave the ground report, because all the elderly who was on the bed, like me who walking with stick, we getting all the good information from all you, and we could afford to say something too. So don't worry about the program, Granny is here. Right. I want to say this. Now, Ms. Beckles, you and the whole PNM opposition, where was all you when the fellow from the DTM say, we want war, we want war, we want war? When all you say, you go down to Guanas in the PNM, how you're going to keep a meeting, and all the hand on the air jumping up high. We have heard the government, we have heard camera, When all you say all that, what are you afraid about Trump? When you always say, who is Trump? Who is Trump? None of you come out to talk. All you afraid war. The boy wants war. When we say who's Trump, what he can do? What all the saying now? Trump is doing the right thing. All the friends and family must do anything. PNM didn't want to control the drugs, and they didn't want the crime to less in this country. According to the tax Minister of Finance, Mr. Kerr, she said only it. She said only it and only have the country so Robert and eradicate. So only shut all them out now. And Rowley, I want you to go in the pen, go with the sheep and the goat and the pig. So the people I want you. They talk about Trinidad problem. We government. We have the Pitbull and them program. And we government to talk. Them in power now. All they shut all them out. All they don't understand your wrong laws. All they don't work on law to do the right thing. Because all they was in it. All the boys, don't worry. Granny here with all you. Thank you, son.
Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Hello again. I must say a very good morning to everyone. Patricia Reed. Your name is like a female, but you're a man, an aged man. You're not well in your body. I would like you to take a 3-day fast. Asking God to take it back. Take it back. And I will know that you have done it because the PNM Lucifer will have left you and you will be able to talk positive on the program. And you're not well. I would like you to take a 3-day fast. Asking God to take it back. Take it back. And I will know that you have done it because the PNM Lucifer will have left you and you will be able to talk.
Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Andy, good morning. Now, there's an issue that many people are not really observing, is that the consequences that this complete drug lockdown of the Americans on Venezuela and the whole drug trade that has been squashed right now by America, how much effect that is going to have on Trinidad and Tobago. And in a little exploration of this issue, we must look at many people are claiming, well, they call it 1%ers, and many callers have attributed the fact that they have made from their humble non-entity beginning to become multi-millionaires, and they have probably the owners of Trinidad and Tobago. So with this complete lockdown on drugs, are we going to see a decline in the profits of these people who have branched out into legitimate businesses? Are we going to see their profit margin the same? Or is there going to be a decrease in the profit margin because the sustainability of these businesses in this hard time clearly to me identifies some kind of concern because everybody else is feeling the business crunch. I mean, they have full access to Forex and whatnot, but their profits seem never to be decaying. Their profits always seem to be making a profit then. Their profit seems to be making a profit. Put it that way, Andy. So my concern is that what effect is going to have on the economy of Trinidad and Tobago, because there were some sayings at some time that the economy of Trinidad and Tobago is really based on drug trafficking or drug money. All these things, because in not only that the Trump administration has put a chain around the transshipment of drugs from the Latin America countries, especially Venezuela and Guyana, because this blockade is not only blocking ships from going to Venezuela or coming out of Venezuela, it may be also blocking or looking for ships that bring in things from, because Guyana has always been identified as a transshipment point. So, plus the fact that in Trinidad they have confiscated millions of dollars worth of cocaine in the last 6 months. In fact, the big fire, big bust that they had made somewhere in Port of Spain. So we would really see a realization of the fact that whether these businesses are legitimate business making profits, or are they really supplemented by the income from drugs, right? So this is a very important thing we have to look for. Then we can really clearly state, well, whether these businesses were legitimate or not, or whether they're genuinely making profit in this very competitive atmosphere in Trinidad, where our revenue has declined due to the oil closure of the refinery and whatnot. So that is one issue that I want to raise, but there's two very important issues that seems not to be catching the front burners of the government right now. And in the last administration, when they was there, it was hot topics, and that is procurement legislation. I want to see that it is brought back with teeth and life, and given the constitutional requirements needed for it to be fulfilled by the relevant authorities. And then there's the other issue, which I know has already not been in the front burner, is that of campaign finance regulations. And I hope that Kamala Persad-Bissessar has been given a second chance to rectify many things. As she said in her own words, she's not the same, and she's not going to make the same mistake like she made the last time. And I want to see that before her term is completed, that some sort of solid constitutional reform has taken place regarding procurement legislation, where someone could really stop or identify the proper way things are supposed to be brought through the government agencies in this country, and proper accountability to be held, and then campaign finance regulation. I want to really see these two things have teeth, and I ask the Prime Minister to urgently address these matters before her term is up, and that these issues have been given the credibility and the strength in the law to really make an effect in having this country go forward on a very straight and correct path, so that we can all relax and say that when things are bought, we don't want to hear some government minister going to Canada or to Australia to buy boat, ministers buying boat. We don't want to hear them kind of thing happening in Trinidad again. That is totally ridiculous. That is not their business, and they can make what excuse they want to say, to fasten in the procurement and cut out the red tape. No. We want to see careful, very implementable regulations for procurement legislation, and the person in charge of that. And you must not have one man in charge. So when something happened to the situation in a mess, we must have somebody, like two people who could be taking on that responsibility of making sure that the legislation is very applicable. And campaign finance. This was a very hot topic, and nothing is being said and done about it. And Kamala Persad-Bissessar must look into her party and see if there's any representative of the cartels. She has to look very closely. She must look closely. Soon as they slip, she has to cut the throat. So this is my contribution, and I hope the Honorable Prime Minister is taking note of what I said, that we want to have procurement legislation with teeth and implementable, and it can be scrutinized, and we want campaign finance. All political parties, including the UNC and the PNM, must be able to show publicly where they receive their money from. We're not asking them how they spend it. We want to see who gave you it, so that there can be no kickbacks. Then and only, I am saying that they have performed well, and I leave that up to them. Thank you very much, Andy.
Go ahead, next caller, morning. Next caller, a pleasant good morning to you. Ah, boy. This damn phone sees up again. All right, call the oh, look, it come off. All right, I think it come back.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Hey, Andy, what to do to listen to the program, boy? I ain't hearing nothing at all. What to do on the phone or what? Hello?
Yeah, Real Media TT, Ground Report YouTube, Real Media TT YouTube, all them thing they corridor transmission. You are listening on social media for now, but I believe everything will be all right in the future. It's just a matter of time. I believe that people that can't listen with their phones and depends on like radio and depends on TV and all them thing. I believe it.
So where you say right now, if I want to hear the program, where you say to go on?
Yeah, you gotta go on Real Media. What I'll do is I'll send the link for you.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Okay, pal.
Yeah, partner.
Hello?
Hi, a pleasant good morning to you. Where are you calling from and what's your contribution on the Go Report this morning?
Macbean, Andy are calling from Macbean. Good morning to your viewers and your co-hosts.
Now listen on social media for now. Yeah, you go ahead. Don't listen to the background. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, my front burner issue is if we want to live by the law of the jungle or we want to observe international law and due process. Because what happened with that boat out there, nobody knows except that the president signed an order and they blow out a boat. They never give you any evidence or anything except what they see. And no due process was followed according to international law with that thing there. And consider what my prime minister, when I say I'm a strong supporter of the UNC, and my prime minister back against the wall because she inherited a situation where we end up at the bottom of the barrel and she have to try and fight her way out. So it's a certain things that she wouldn't like to do, but being forced to do it because of the situation we're in with these big oil companies and America's grab for oil. It's not. I am sure that she don't agree with most of the things, but she have to do it because of geopolitics. She back against the wall. If she go against what Massa say, we could end up in an even worse situation than we are right now. So I am in sympathy with Kamala. She's saying things that I know deep down inside she ain't really mean, but she have to say it because we in trouble. You know, this fella named Abrams from the States, he end up coming out and letting the cat out of the bag with his saying the licenses to take Venezuela oil out is dependent on regime change. And that is what they're doing. American companies want that oil, but Maduro not going to let them get it. And it have other forces like China and Russia and other big forces in support of them. But they can't get the oil out unless they change the regime. That is America's goal. Imagine America pick a man to be president of Venezuela who didn't fight the election. And all of a sudden now, the man who win the election, they say he's a narco trafficker. He was not a narco trafficker all the time. Last year, the U.S. does have a report about state of countries. It had nothing about Maduro and narco trafficking in that report. In 2023, nothing mentioned Venezuela and Maduro and narco trafficking. That come up in 25 because they had an election last year and Maduro win again. But people don't understand Venezuela is a two-tiered society. It have the rich and the not rich. And the majority of people from the not rich is in support of Maduro from since Chavez days, because Chavez started to redistribute the wealth and he nationalized the resources. America don't like that because their companies can rape the resources of Venezuela again. They want to go back to that status. And that is where the big fight is about.
I thank you very much, caller, for your contribution. It was all right. Let me just play some voice notes there. I see Mommy Roadbrook and all. Send her voice note. Oh boy. I see Pastor John send a voice note too. So let me just listen out to some of them there quick.
Good morning, gentlemen. Andy, I heard that lady there talking about the grandmother whose daughter died, and she has to say about the children and about people not having money and people not have no sympathy or empathy towards these people. Miss Lady, let me tell you now, I agree with you. Your heart is in the right place because we are to be our brother and sister keepers. But all you must remember, this country is in the state that it is because of the PNM. You understand? PNM never took care of anything in this country for the past 10 years that were beneficial to the people. You hear? They took everything from the people and they gave nothing in a country that is supposed to be wealthy. You understand? When you look at it, you after the election, all you heard that wicked, I can't remember if it was Gatsby Dolly or which one of them, but some of them in the opposition, or Penny, whoever it was, came and they read out a list, a long list of all the services that the people of Trinidad and Tobago were entitled to. When they were in government, they gave the people nothing, but they're so wicked. They come in to tell the people all that they are entitled to get now so that they could terrorize and bully the UNC. I agree, there are people in this country who need help, and they should be helped because it's not a nice thing to not have money to even take care of your health. But the thing about it is, things are now, organizing, and it will be organized. If the people in this country they know their rights, and they had stood up for their rights for the past 10 years, things would have been different, you understand? So we're fixing it, and it will be fixed, you understand? So everybody coming with a sad story now. Them sad story existed for years. They ain't just happened today, you understand? And they said nothing, and they did nothing. You understand? So people, let us all work together, support each other, and in that case, who could help somebody who really needs, because some of them, they're worthless, and they're lazy, and they like to beg. They gimme. They wouldn't make an effort to do something to help themselves. We ain't talking about them. But there are people in this country who are genuinely in need, and they should be helped. You understand? They should be helped. So people, let me fix this country now. Let me work together. Let me pray together. Let me help one another now. Who you can give a bread, give a bread. We don't always have to wait on the government. You might have a neighbor or a friend or somebody, and you know you are in a better position to get them a plate of food. Get them now. Let me bring back that love and that kindness now. You understand? So, people, I know, we know it's hard. So, as I say, let us help each other and let us wait a little bit and things will be in order. Things will be in order. And the other thing is, people in this country across the board must know their rights. Know all your rights. Stop being doormat. PNM walk on all you for a long time, and guess what? All you let them. But don't try to jump up off the floor now and come to bully this government. You understand? Things will be done. Things will be done. Better days are coming. And everybody, every citizen in this country deserve to be treated fairly, deserve to be living well, and trust me, without a doubt, it is going to happen. Blessings to all.
Yeah, let me play Pastor John voice note now.
Good morning, Pastor John here. What Colonel Inwood said about the country being broke, we could label that as confessions of an economic hitman.
KFC, I will take your call in a bit, boy. KFC. Yes, let me hear Pastor John contribution there.
Number 2.
All right, go ahead, KFC. I'll play Pastor John voice note after. Go ahead, KFC, go ahead.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Mikey. And good morning to the right thing. Sit down, call her there. But what she name is, like she against poor people of us. And they must say good morning to my UN family. Must say good morning to Kisha, man. After election, I know Mickie yesterday, and she said I'm going to talk, and she told me everything will be all right.
Well, I see her talking to Kadisha, amen. I see you, she holding the baby. I see all of that. I say, look at that.
Yeah.
He calling
Well,
and he calling. Nobody there. He ain't getting a meeting. He ain't getting a meeting. He get a meeting. He ain't come and tell nobody that he get a meet with Kadisha.
Who?
You.
And let me be real, like,
you get to meet Kadisha. I see she holding your baby. I see you and she sit down taking pictures.
And then,
yes.
I hungry mouth don't get fed, right? So you have to go out and something, it has certain things, how to do things. I talk and things, and then they reach out to me, and I feel comfortable. So I glad to hear why here yesterday, and everything is everything. So I know how to move from there. After that, if anything going in my way, I will come out and talk. So to see that woman there who living nice, she husband dead and leave big money for she will come into attack, but who hungry and who this and who that. And they may go for the cost of the radio station this morning. You and another forever blessed dinner. I go on.
All right, thank you. Oh God, let me play Pastor John message there now. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Lennox and Andy. Lennox, you hear me?
Yeah, we are hearing you. You go ahead.
Right. I agree with my Prime Minister. Boy, the drugs come to take the world by storm. It's damaging the youth. It's killing people. Andy, I agree with the statement, kill them cartel and kill them violently. If it's Maduro and all. Andy, you know, when I hear that statement, you know what comes to my mind? I urge you and your callers to look at a movie called Sound of Freedom, where a DEA agent went in Colombia to save a little girl child, boy. And what they're doing to these people. If you see that, I tell you, since I see that, that can come off my mind. I may not walk long and see that picture. Sound of Freedom, where these drug people, little children, if you show how I would say it, the thieving them like from countries and what they're doing to them. The drug is just like that thing they call Hamas in Israel. You have to support with this and like you have to support Israel, because if Israel do kill us, be Hamas and them, that ideology will spread to the world. And the next thing is all are we going to bend down.
You finished, caller?
No, Andy, I'm going to tell you, all are we.
Yeah, we was listening. So you
right.
can organize.
We will be in a state of mind, and the law will change to Sharia law. We won't have freedom and them things, because those people is an ideology. They don't know borders. You hear what I'm telling you? And we have to support Israel and let us stop them right in Gaza and kill out at Hamas. Thank you, Andy.
All right, thank you. Bye. Let me hear Pastor John after this. Morning, caller, go ahead. Morning.
Andy.
Yeah.
Andy. What this man talking about kill out all the Palestinians, kill out all Israel, kill out all the Palestinian people, boy? Really go know with that man, boy. What kind of fella? What these fellas them coming on? Really, what really going on with that clown? What really going on with that dance? What really going on with people in Trinidad, boy? What this man could come on the radio station and talking about they should kill us all, the Palestinian people. The Jews should do that, boy. He don't. And I called him to tell you the British guy yesterday. He talked very, 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 very good. He make a very good statement, Andy. You there?
Yes, he did. But
He make a very good statement. Andy,
yeah.
listen, when I come, I will give you a call. I will call you when I come. Listen, I will explain to you certain things, what you're supposed to do to raise some funds. When I come, I will talk to you. I will give you a call.
Partner. You're coming back soon, or?
Well, I need to show you. Yes, I need to show you something too when you come by me.
All right, partner.
We have to discuss some things. I need to show you something when I come home. So, you have a wonderful, wonderful day, my brother.
All right, my brother. Enjoy your rest of your day.
Yeah, bless.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The man quite in America listening to the program, they doing the work. You really hear the man coming back to Trinidad just now again. He say he don't believe what kind of madness he hearing about. Kill out all the Palestinians and boy. Let me hear Pastor John, man. All I know that we pastor always moving, we plenty of them protests and them there too. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Imam Kazim and Pundit Rafi. Yeah, Pundit Rafi and all of you, man.
Pastor John here. What Colme Imbert said about the country being broke, we could label that as confessions of an economic hitman. Number two, the real culprits in this country is the PNM-owned media. Because their money is in trouble, and anytime there's war on drugs, and you can't say do not allow warships in the Caribbean to go after drugs. That's why it's called a war on drugs, and you have to pull out all your artilleries and all your weapons if you're going to war. And drugs and guns become our number one weapons in the Caribbean, along with evil, wicked people. Because as we say, guns do shoot by themselves, and drugs do end up into people's system by itself. It's human beings trafficking drugs, and I give the government right. But you see, media, mainstream media, you look at any report, they will never show you the Prime Minister talking. They will say, Kamala Prasad-Bissessar said that. The news will start by saying she's heavily criticized for this and that. And they put her and the government in a bad light. One of the main reasons is because she pulled away government's advertising from them. So that's their income being gone. And once you go after the drug and the gun trade, allegedly, their business going and crash, because the cloth stores and thing in most cases is just a front. These people go to the bank, borrow by the millions and leverage and demand what interest they should pay back and stuff. And those things have to stop in this country. So the media have a quote-unquote fiduciary duty to put the PNM and the 1% representatives in a good light. So, all right, all these things they said about Caribbean leaders disagree with Kamala Prasad-Bissessar, so on. So, where are they? And they're the same Caribbean leaders that voted as the best leader for the year. So, you have to go quiet. And there'll be some lawsuits coming just now. I'm sure the UNC will sue some of those mainstream media houses and stuff just now. That's coming. Because most of the reports cannot be validated, because where are the actual videotapes when this one said that? And they're getting all kind of fly-by-night criminologists. Where this criminologist, some Caldero, some kind of some Spanish come and talking about Venezuela don't have drugs, and Venezuela, only 5% of the drugs from Colombia that's passed through Venezuela. Waste of time. Venezuela has more crime. You cannot go in Venezuela, in one of the ciudades, one of the city, and hold your cell phone for 3 minutes without it being stolen. Yeah. And we are trying to keep ourselves clear, and we have to keep in the good books of America. They are major trade partners. And what is happening is anytime Venezuela attacks Guyana to invade the Essequibo region to get the oil, she is giving the U.S. government military force the right to use Trinidad as a base. Trinidad was used as a base before for World War II. Nobody complained or said any. As a matter of fact, we're proud of that. You pass through all these places up Arima, you'll see proof and evidence that there was a landing strip and airports, and it was a base. You know, so this war now on drugs and crime and stuff is very serious business, and we have to give our government kudos for being tough. All the time we talk about the ills of drugs, and now somebody's coming and being tough on it, and yet all of a sudden our people become sensitive, and there's rights for criminals and rights for drug lords, and everybody has a right now except the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And I agree with the Prime Minister, put Trinidad and Trinidadians first.
Good morning to the ground reports. Andy, it is true that what I'm hearing, that the Honorable Kamala Prasad, the assessor, says that when you reach 70 years, you have to do a defensive driving course. Please explain that for me. People that age don't make accidents, it's the younger people do. So what is going on? When you're 70, you no longer have to drive? That is taken away the senior citizen independent.
Andy, good morning again. Andy, I know what Malcolm X is saying there, and like I said it to you, man. You know, I'm trying to work out on something, and I promise you, whatever you're doing, I don't know what you're doing. Getting the next program or whoever, but I'll support what I can every month. Okay, so I'll go through a little thing here. So soon as I get it stabilized now, I'll be fine. You know what I mean? So this thing is positive, so I don't worry, because I just have to get the equipment together. All right.
Oh boy, time check. It's 1 minute past the hour of 10 o'clock. You all are listening to the Ground Report. You all could have choose anywhere else to lock on. Thanks so much for locking on to us on the Ground Report. Don't forget, tomorrow, same time, same place, your favorite program, the Ground Report. Let's lock on. And don't forget tonight, Corridor Transformation with Lennox Smith at 8 p.m. At the end of the day.
Tomorrow I'll make my comments on all of the significant contributions that were made. I thought it was very, very fascinating and very intellectually stimulating. About 3 or 4 of them that I've taken copious and intellectual note of, which of course I will expand upon tomorrow when we meet again. So all of you have a wonderful rest of the day. We too will have to have one as we continue to stress on the importance of information dissemination that can benefit and be of value to the population as we make decisions that we can understand and generate the tolerance that is required. The challenges are tremendous, yes, but we can emerge from this morass and quagmire that the PNM has left the country in since the 28th of April.
The people are saying, Lennox, they want us on they want us back on TV, they want us back on radio, they want us back. They just can't handle just the social media only.
Yeah. Well, yesterday alone, I had something like 12 calls. This morning, I had to temporarily remove myself live in order to take calls again. And when I thought it was for business that would have been outstanding, that we have been engaged in here at the Empowerment Center, it was inquiries about, by and large, as to the lack of presence on Gael, and of course, and people wanting to know where the alternative is. So I spent most of my morning dealing with those matters. So you're quite right. That is something that we have to look at, and I see that there's some people who have preferred solutions unwilling, of course, from the tone and the utterances to see if they can provide some assistance, whether financial, technical, or material. So we'll see. God moves in mysterious ways, his wonders to perform. And at the end of the day, I think good sense will prevail ultimately.
Yeah, I believe so. So try not to make until tomorrow morning, please God, same time, same place, on social media. The Ground Report, we are out of here.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.